Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Holla if you can hear me and see me. Apologies for the mute. Holla if you can hear me and see me right now. What's going on? What's happening? What's crack-a-lacking? What's the vibe? What's the deal? Huh? What's the deal, people? How you feeling, people? Let me know. Holla if you can hear me, see me, feel me, and all the things in between. What's happening? How are you? Are you okay? Are you good? Are you stable? Are you healthy? Oh, hold on. There's someone knocking on the door. One sec. Sorry about that. Cheeky little Amazon delivery. Cheeky little Amazon delivery there. But we're back. Hello, people. How you doing? Hello, people. How you doing? How you feeling? Young old vibes, I can see you. I can see you. Wagwan MC, I can see you. Pre-ban follow, I can see you. What's happening, man? Chris Mack, I can see you. Chris Mack, nah, come on. That was 20 minutes. That was like an hour. Was that 2 hours ago? Was that 2 hours ago? That was like an hour, wasn't it? Was it 2 hours ago? My bad. My bad. I'm like a fucking dealer, innit? I'm like a dealer. I'm 10 minutes away. I'm just down the road. 4 hours later, still hasn't come by with the fucking goods. You know, I'm like a dealer. I'm literally abiding by my stereotype, aren't I? I'm literally abiding by my stereotype, right? I'm the dealer. I'm the dealer archetype. I swear to God. 2 hours later, finally I'm there. I apologize, my friends. I didn't know it was so long. My apologies. But yeah, big up everybody for tuning in. Appreciate all of you. If you can see me and you can hear me, let me know in the stream chat down below. Make sure you're liking the stream along the way if you're enjoying what you're seeing. Another random show, another fucking day. Welcome back. Majority of the show, we're going to be talking about T-Fat K latest episode that just dropped, episode number 1005, where we're going to be running through some things that have happened in the week concerning Bappa. We're going to be going through some posts on the Friday and the Kids subreddit. We're going to be laughing, we'll be joking, we'll be having a good time, and we're going to be enjoying ourselves because why the fuck not, eh? Why the fuck not? Why shouldn't we be enjoying ourselves? That's what I say, and that's what we're going to do on this lovely, bloody stream today. So thank you for joining me. Thank you for being here. Thank you for having a good time as per usual. Even though the show hasn't started yet, I'm going to thank you for things you haven't even done or earned, because that's the way that I am, and I'm a good guy. So good guy Agostino, thanking you for all of your support and, you know, all this malarkey, for joining me, sitting here laughing at these absolute redacts and having a good time, because why the hell not? Because why the hell not? So let's just jump into the show. Let's not waste any time in it. Yo, big up Coil in the chat. I see you, my guy. Wagwan Game Read Footballer. What's going on? I see you. Andrew Taint, what's going on? Jesse Black, I see you. High Stakes Games, I see you. What's happening? What's going on? So, first things first. Let's just get into it. Right? Let's not even waste any time. Let's get right on into it. The first thing we're going to go down, and we're going to check out, and we're going to have some fun with, is the Redundancy of L's, which is a great post someone keeps making on the old Fire and the Kids subreddit regarding all of the L's Bappa takes during the month. And it's pretty wild because he has quite a lot of L's, right? Sometimes it's a bit of a dry, dead month, as was this past month, but still, Bappa manages to outdo himself and accumulate an unassorted amount, an unspecified amount of L's in just the perfect Bappa way. So going through the list of L's for the past month of June, the number one thing we got to go on from the 1st of June, the first L he took was a true gearhead spray paints his truck grill. Did it happen on the 1st of June? Really? Hold on, I need to see this. Where is this? Gearhead spray paints his truck grill green, like what, with house paint, right? I didn't know this was happening on the 1st of June. I thought this happened ages ago. Okay, Friday Lightning Project. Oh, what did he do before? Did he do this before? Didn't he paint it with like house paint? So now he's doing something else. Fucking hell. Jesus Christos. There we go. So he already did that on the 1st of June. Okay, cool. How did UFC 302 go? Called it. Curse continues. Theo mocks Bappa stand up. I want to see that one. What's that clip? I don't remember that one. When did Theo mock Bappa stand up? What do you say about Theo? What did Theo say about Bappa? This is during a podcast episode, right? Let's hear what he had to say here.
Like 3 of them there on the lineup. So it wasn't like 9 motherfuckers coming at you.
Yeah.
From Ali Wong to you to Dalia. It was a cavalcade every Tuesday and Thursday. And everybody got along.
Whitney,
you,
Bert,
Joe, Segura, fucking Tripoli,
Brennan,
Eddie Bravo,
Owen Smith.
It was fucking crazy what was down there.
It was crazy.
Crazy.
Bro, they had MMA fighters that weren't even comedians fucking doing 20 minutes down there.
It was fucking...
Okay, I wouldn't say, again, I think that was a bit of a stretch. I think he was aiming that diss more at Eddie Bravo. And Eddie Bravo doesn't really like Theo after Theo did that amazing diss about him. What is it? What did Theo call Eddie Bravo? Did he call him like a chihuahua or something? Do you guys remember in the chat? It was super funny. Very creative and very on point description of Eddie Bravo. What did he call him? Something like a chihuahua. What did he say? Like... That's it. Yeah, there we go. Go be out, Coiler. A deaf Jack Russell. Honestly, big up Theo. Honestly, big up Theo, because that's such a good diss. So I don't think Eddie Bravo likes Theo that much after that diss. He didn't take it too well. So this could also be about Theo. This could be a double. This could be a kill 2 birds with 1 stone. He got Brennan in the first, but then he got Theo. He got Eddie Bravo at the back end. So big up Theo. The universe wanted Bappa to quit. What's that? The universe wanted Bappa to quit. What was this about? The universe wanted Bappa to quit. I'm curious. What was this one about? The universe wanted Bappa to quit. What was this? Oh my God. What's this one? All this residency talk better.
All the time now. Joey's coming again in a week.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, I was just with him in New Jersey.
Yeah.
he was so hilarious. He was so hilarious at the fights. He was out of his mind.
That's what I was telling Lewis, is like even the few people that we, really want that haven't moved here are coming here all the time. Like it's a Vegas residency or something like that.
Yeah,
like
Theo was there too at the fights, and he's coming in July.
Yeah.
So we'll do more stuff with him too. Yeah, it's just we're lucky shit, dude. Mm-hmm. I mean, I say it all the time, but it's almost like the universe wanted this to happen this way.
That's fucking brutal, isn't it? The universe at first wanted Brennan to be part of Joe Rogan's crew. People forget this, right? By the way, people forget this, but Rogan will never live it down. The Brendan endorsement. To be fair to him, though, I don't remember Rogan ever endorsing Brendan's stand-up comedy. I just remember him endorsing his right to maybe be funny and do things on a podcast, but I never once heard Rogan say, I can't remember an instance where Rogan said, Brendan is really a good stand-up comedian. He's really funny. He fucking kills. He murders. You know how he says those fucking adjectives to describe people that do well? He never once used those adjectives to describe Brendan. So to be fair to him, he really was coy and a bit gun-shy about labeling him a killer or a murderer. But he did book him on many of his Joe Rogan and Friends lineups at the Comedy Store when that was the place to be. So that endorsement, that cosign of having Brendan appear on the podcast like a veteran comedian, like he's earned the stripes, like he's a part of that hallowed inner circle of like 1,200 comedians and shit, Navy SEAL, ninja operative, assassins, high-level operatives. He would never live that down. Rogan will never live down endorsing Brendan as a stand-up comedian, ever. And it's a good thing, because he thinks his opinion is so... It has so much weight to it. But then you co-sign that guy. How did you co-sign that guy? Turn a blind eye to how terrible he was. He never earned his stripes. He jumped the queue. He didn't want to try and earn his stripes or learn the right way. Then he ends up quitting in the end because he's not selling tickets. When the going gets tough, he completely quits. Of course, that's the person you endorse. Of course, that's the person you endorse. Continuing on. What else we got here? There's no baseball in crying, only self-congratulation. What is that one? there's no baseball in crying. It's absolutely. I like there's no baseball in crying. There's no. Honestly, that way of talking is fucking incredible. Oh, sorry. I'm just remembering the things this guy says, and it makes me cry. I swear to God. Yo, big up Josie. Big up Josie. Big up Josie. He did go on and on about how athletes don't stop writing, though. Yeah, exactly. I don't know, man. Can you imagine seeing Brendan a year in at the Comedy Store when you're Rogan? 2 years in, performing with you and Joey Diaz and Bill Burr and all these amazing people on the lineup that he used to have at Joe Rogan and Friends at the Comedy Store. Can you imagine their faces seeing Brendan go up on stage doing some of his bits he was doing? Unless Brendan was one of those weird people, I can see this possible as well. I can see this being possible. Sounds weird, right? But I can see this being possible. I can see it being entirely possible that Brendan actually was quite good in the beginning because he was around those guys, so he had to at least pretend that he was taking stand-up seriously. So he was writing jokes, he was, tightening his material, he was trying out new bits and stuff, right? He was taking risks. I can believe maybe in the beginning he actually was better. Then when he got comfortable, when he got in with the in crowd, when he got in with the cool kids, he suddenly took his foot off the pedal, taking it easy, did the bare minimum, and then we get the Brendan that we got on You Be Surprised and Gringo Pappy. That wouldn't surprise me. He actually had the weirdest career ever. He started off pretty good, iron sharpens iron, then as soon as he got in, he fucking fell off. Classic. Let's see this one. There's no baseball in crying. I need to see what this is about. There's no baseball in crying, only self-congratulation. What is this about? There's no baseball in crying.
Dude,
this classic. This absolute bona fide classic. Dude. Making yourself cry on a podcast. Personally for me, I know some people will disagree, and I know I sound like a Grinch when I say this, but I think any grown man that cries on camera, there's something wrong with you. If you're a man's man, and you decide to put the phone on and start crying into it, there's something wrong with you. You have a mental illness. You need some help. Emotional imbalance. Something's going on there. Maybe some meditation. Maybe a walk. Maybe a run. Maybe some kettlebell swings that Rogan says that cures depression at all times. But if you're a man, it happens sometimes where you get emotional and you cry, but willing yourself and pushing yourself down the line of crying, because he's clearly doing this here, talking about his kids, basically trying to trigger yourself into crying so you sound emotional, so you sound like, it's weird. It's weird, man. It's weird. I'm sorry. It's weird. Let's continue. It's weird.
Dude, I could die tomorrow. I've had a great fucking life. I'm a cat. I've had 9 lives career-wise. I played football, and it was such a good time.
By the way, whenever you see Brendan crying, always keep in mind, it's never crying about the thing that he's crying about allegedly. It's always about other things. So in this particular clip, he's definitely crying more so around the slow, debilitating, depressing, hurtful realization that he's never going to be as famous as he once was, and time is never going to be as great as it once was. The good old days are gone. The Rat Pack has dissolved. Everybody's moved away to Texas. No one answers his calls. He's been excommunicated from some comedy circles because of the Bobby Lee Kalila shit. That's what he's crying about. And now he's having to kind of, I guess he does enjoy being with his kids and shit. I think he's a good dad personally. He does take interest in his kids, even though he's clearly got a favorite. He still is an active dad, fair enough. But I think most of the reason why he's crying is because he's realized, oh shit, things are going terribly for me. And this is where I'm at now. I'm talking about my kids' baseball on a podcast continually and trying to make it sound like I'm okay with it, when before it was all about stand-up. That's what he's crying about. He's not actually crying about his kid playing baseball. It'd actually be way more understandable if he was crying about that, but he's not.
in the UFC. Oh my God, the things I did. It was so cool. Stand up? Are you joking me, dude? Oh my God. Some of the best times ever. I'm so lucky. I've done cool shit. I've done cool shit with this guy.
What a loser, man. Come on, bro.
We've done cool shit. Yeah. Nothing is better.
It's true.
Than that.
Come on, Brendan. Come on, man.
It's true.
Come on.
Sorry.
And I love Brian having absolutely no emotion. The fucking sociopath that is Brian having absolutely no emotion about his friend pouring his heart out. Zero. You probably can't even cry because of the lid surgery. By the way, Brendan is way too much of a badass to cry like this. You're a former UFC heavyweight. You played football and shit. What are you doing crying on a podcast about your kid playing baseball? Really? Really? Come on, bro. Come on, man. Get it together. Get it together. Get it together. Haters win. Soyboy turns off comments. I don't remember that one, but I don't care. Great Raptor, never raffled them. Defag B doesn't shower. You want the oils? Doesn't shower. No, I have to check. I don't remember this one. What? Doesn't shower. What's that one about? I don't remember this. What the fuck? Is he like fucking Yuri? He only showers twice a day. Or twice a week.
I'm not gonna floss and brush my teeth at night.
Hold on. I haven't seen this clip yet. Hold on, please, Brendan. Don't tell me this big guy. He's like what? He lies about his height. He's not 6'4". He's probably 6'2", but he's still 6'2", probably walking around, 220. He looks like a hairy dude. His hairline literally touches his eyebrows, and he looks like he sweats a lot. He drinks a bunch of shit. You have to shower. You have to. You live in fucking California as well. Like, what's he gonna say here? Is he gonna gross me out? What's he gonna say? Does he shower once a week?
I'm not gonna floss and brush my teeth at night even. Sometimes I'm just like,
no, once a day. I shower maybe once or twice a week, man.
No way. I shower maybe once or twice a week. Nah, he's lying. That's a troll. That's a troll. No way, he's lying. He's lying. A guy that big saying he only showers once or twice a week, who's that hairy, who takes all those stimulants that he takes, who drinks whiskey, coffee, nicotine pouches, donuts, fries covered with cheese, keto diets, carnivore diet, all this stuff. You're telling me he only showers once or twice a week with kids and a family and a wife, and she accepts that. God almighty. We have to look at that woman, Brendan's wife, also known as Slow Joe, unfortunately, nowadays. We have to look at her with a bit of a side eye now. If you're willing to put up with your husband only showering once or twice a week, woo!
What? No, don't say that.
I mean, I'll shower after a workout.
So that's every day.
I shower every day.
Look at Saynash trying to help him out. Ew, don't say that. Is she saying that because she's now feeling disgusted because she smashed him and she might have smashed a BO monster? Or is she saying that because she wants to help him out? She's trying to help him out and say, well, you shower every day because you work out every day. Well, he doesn't work out every day. He lies. Because if he worked out every day, he'd be posting about it on social media. Brendan's addicted to social media. If he was working out every day, if he was running at 4 a.m. in the morning like he says he does, he'd post it on social. There's no way he'd be doing this stuff on his own silently. So he doesn't work out every day. Clearly not. And the weight loss is definitely Ozempic. But she's trying to help him, and he's still not taking the bait.
No, sometimes I don't come straight to the studio.
Yeah, I shower.
Because you want those oils. Otherwise, you get all dry.
What?
Oils.
You want those oils? Hold on. You want 1 second again. You want those oils?
You want those oils. Otherwise, you get all dry.
Oils are good.
Keanu loses hair. He fucking showers every day.
Yeah. That beard.
You want those? Look at Saint Az's face. Look, I don't know if you can see it, but look at Saint Az's face. She's so disappointed. Look, oh my God, she doesn't look good in the zoom in, innit? I don't know if it's an angle, but Jesus Christ, Saint Az, man. How old do you think this lady is, by the way? How old is this lady? Is it all the work she's got on her face, or just that's how her face is done? Or is it the makeup? Why does she look like that? God damn, Saint Az, man. You don't need to do that to yourself. But yeah, she doesn't look too happy. She doesn't look too impressed, does she? God almighty, Saint Az. You smashed a guy, allegedly, who only showers twice a week. Sometimes once. This guy only, like, how? Look at, like, he looks oily. He looks sweaty. He looks like me. I sweat a bunch. I can't get, maybe because I sweat a lot and I can't get away with it. But in general, I enjoy showering. I enjoy keeping myself clean. You know, I enjoy it. I actually enjoy, you know, scrubbing myself down. You know, moisturizing myself. Applying deodorant and shit. Perfume. All that good shit. Giving myself a facial. No diddy. Like, I enjoy it. Why the hell is this guy not showering more than twice a week? That is insane. Insane. The oils. Oils. You mean BO? Oils. You mean the stuff you gotta wash off and scrub off? And for sure, I bet you he's one of those people who doesn't use a loofah. Just gets the shower gel, if that, and just uses his hands. Imagine being that big and hairy and not, oh God almighty. Yo, big up NJ Ranger.
And you know this MF doesn't wipe well.
100%. 100%. 100% doesn't, probably doesn't even wipe. Probably doesn't even wipe. Probably does not even wipe. I'd go as far as saying that. Probably doesn't. Probably says, oh, the splashback. The splashback is the natural water that you need. You don't even need anything more. Just a splashback. When you shit, that splash, that's what you need to get the shit off. You just fucking hold your fucking, spread your cheeks open, and that splashback is what gets the water out. It's natural. It's natural. Oh. Could you imagine what this guy smelled like at the peak of his alcohol era? That alcohol era of Brendan, right? During COVID, could you imagine what he smelled like? T-Fac, fucking no. Food Truck Diaries, booming. Thick Boy Lifestyle, a booming. Donuts in the fucking studio every day. Whiskey, drinking Jameson out of the bottle straight to the fucking face. Could you imagine what his breath and what his body smelled like? So he's, oh, God almighty, man. God almighty. Big up the Red and Sea, guys. I didn't want to know that, but now I know that. Co-host contemplates ending it all due to Papa. Redact Palooza. Episode 1. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's already true. More lawsuit lies. We know about that. Flub's words deflects to employees' alcoholism. Congratulates himself for mocking minority children. Gets easily scammed again. What's a scam? What did he get scammed for again? Gets easily scammed again. What happened there? Let's see this. Gets easily scammed again. Let's see what this is about. Oh, yeah, the logo gate.
So, let me start.
The logo gate. This is brilliant, right? This is brilliant because, in my opinion, this is a bit of a nothing burger. This is a brilliant example of just the levels of unapologetic lying that Brendan does, because to me, this isn't that big of a deal. Because it seems like everybody that makes car merchandise, garage merchandise, modding merchandise, all that sort of shit, if they have like something to do with cars and engines and whatever, they usually use some sort of logo that combines a piston and a thunderbolt. It's just a way to describe a car. Maybe you're going to do like a gear cog. Maybe you're going to do like a wheel. There's only certain amounts of things that you can use if you want to make like an obvious, oh, I'm into cars logo. So it's not that big of a deal that he tried to copy what other brands do, because other brands have copied what other brands do, right? By making the piston electric fucking, thunderbolt thing. It's the fact that he just lied about that he copied it and tried to palm off the blame to a designer, and then tried to appear like he's some Billy Big Balls, creative director, mogul guy, who reprimanded the designer and told him off and gave him the 1-2 and fired him, like fucking Alan Sugar style, Donald Trump style, you're fired. Like, bro, it's not that big of a deal. Why are you lying about this? But again, pathological liars would always what? That's it. Pathologically lie.
Let me start. So we hired a designer. The guy said, I'm really good at this and I can help you guys out. Cool, hire him, right? He sends us the stuff. This is 2 days ago. It's been weeks. Sends us the stuff. I'm like, damn, that looks good. You did a great job, man. We have to pay him, of course. Pay him, right? Sends us the whole catalog, what we're going to be offering. There's a bunch of stuff, seasonal stuff, the whole brand awareness, right?
Seasonal stuff for like a one-off merch drop. Whatever. If he's gonna create a whole brand under for what, dry, fast, all gas, it's gonna be hilarious. He's gonna create a whole lifestyle and the brand for fucking the fags. Cool, can't wait.
2 days ago, so you gotta get the whole website, order all the shirts, all the hats, all that shit. 2 days ago, Jay goes, "Hey man, that logo I've seen before."
Oh no.
I go, what?
Oh no.
Jay goes, looks similar. Remember that Deuces Macchiato, like in Venice?
Deuces Macchiato. It sounds like a drink off of the new menu at fucking Starbucks. Deuces Macchiato. Deuces Macchiato. Honestly, brilliant guy.
That we always go to?
A Deus Machina.
Yeah.
Machina.
Yeah.
Seize the day. Right?
Yeah,
So
I think so. It's like a European
Deus
company,
Machina.
but they have a flagship in fucking Venice.
Deus Machina.
Yeah, Jay goes, I've seen that. I go, get out of your mind. And sure enough, bro, it was the exact same logo.
Oh, that's a big problem.
Problem? Oh,
Well, this guy took the logo. You get in trouble for that.
well, yeah, might as well have been a Nike swoosh.
I mean,
I go, and remember, we're all built, ready to go. I go, well, no, we have embroidery on the seats. We have all sorts of
Embroidery on seats. This nigga's acting like he's designing car interiors with fucking Deuces Macchiato. Deuces X Macchiato. Honestly, bro. One Deuces Macchiato Grande. Hello, welcome to Starbucks. How can I help you? One Deuces Macchiato. No almond milk. Oh my god. Deuces Macchiato is hilarious. God damn.
wait.
So I call him. I go, no.
Oh, no.
I go.
So that's point of no return.
Well, hold on here. You know, I figure my shit out.
Yeah.
I go.
I like how, you know when your boy's lying. I like Brian though. Even though he annoys me and even though he's most likely a rapist, I like him because he plays his role. Brian knows where his bread is buttered. I think actually, it wouldn't surprise me if in most places or in most situations, the best employees, especially in corporate world, are usually trust fund babies. Because they're very attuned to how to get money out of their parents. They're very attuned to what they have to do to make sure their trust fund or their allowance is always topped up on a weekly basis. They know how to like play the role, how to hello father, how was your day? Like they know how to fucking lick ass. They know how to fake concern. You know, they know how to fucking, fake interest in a story. Like really gas you up because they've always been slightly living their lives with their hand open, with two hands open. They're a little bit Oliver Twisty, but they've just got a nice fucking gold-plated bowl. Maybe Oliver Twist's bowl is just his hands. They've got a gold-plated one. But their whole life, they've been fucking begging and pleading for somebody to give them money. So in a way, they're kind of the best employees because they know just what they need to do to keep themselves employed and keep the invoices paid. So, oh my God, wow, what? They got the design wrong. Oh my God, that's so terrible. What did you do next? Did you just choke them? Did you just stick your dick in their faces? What did you do?
I call him. I go, hey, bud, you told me this was all original. You drew it by hand. You created it by hand. He goes, yeah, I did. I go, no, you didn't. He goes, yeah, I did. I said, no, you didn't. Send him. I go, what's this?
Hey, yo, big up Eleanor too. Big up Eleanor. Wow, go on. Just found you for your Sloan video. Good afternoon. Yeah, brother. Good afternoon. Big A's in the fucking chat. Good afternoon. Wow, go on.
He's like, I don't know. That's not mine. I go, no. That's the exact logo from that company, Bubba. You sent me that. He goes, Piston's a piston. No. It's not though, dude.
A piston's a piston. Why does that sound like something Brendan will say? A piston is a piston. Oh.
It's the exact same fucking logo.
Yeah, tell that to the courts.
We'll get sued. You don't have a brand.
Jesus,
So he got fired. And then we hired a new guy who works with our boy, Meat Eaters. Mm-hmm. He works with Meat Eaters.
Steve Brunel.
Ken Block stuff, did the Hoonigans.
Yep.
He's great. He's like, I'll fix it. So he fixed it. We got it in time, but yeah, that's all I was dealing with.
Whoa, dude, thank God for your brother.
For my brother and for Mark.
Oh, man.
Mark here was like, man, I'm telling you, I think I've seen it before.
Yikes.
Do you know what I mean? I get on, I'm like, damn, that's sweet. I'm going on
What
to
was
the
this
next
guy
thing.
thinking? Some people are unbelievable.
You know what I did though? I read Jocko's book. I take full accountability. I went,
Good.
Extreme ownership, by the way, not full accountability. That's completely different, but extreme ownership. But again, we'll let him ride.
I went, oh, that's on me. Like it's heated conversation, me, Lex, and the team. I go, you know what, dude? And he was like, I'm so sorry, man, but I'll make it right. I go, no, that's on me. We're not going to work with you again. I said, it's on me. He goes, what do you mean? I go, my bad. I assumed when we hired a high-level artist, designer like this, I assumed you weren't going to take it from another company. That's on me.
That's what you said.
Yeah, I went, that's on me. My bad for assuming at the cost you charge that you weren't going to copy for somebody else. I said, that's on me. I should have noticed it right away, and I didn't.
Because
That's
you
on me.
charged less, right?
No, you didn't.
Brian not giving a fuck about the story. Should have charged less. Brian not giving a fuck about the story. Just coming in with some random point to seem like he's still listening, but he's not actually listening.
I should have noticed it right away, and I didn't.
Because
That's
you
on me.
charged less.
Didn't.
Because
That's
you
on me.
charged less.
It's like he has no idea what's going on. Charge less. What?
Right?
No, you didn't charge less.
Oh, he didn't charge less.
No. I went, that's on me. He's like, I appreciate it, man. I went, no, that's all good. I said, that's on me. I said, you know what, dude? Thank you for the lesson.
And again, like I said before, big up NJ Ranger. Everything we know about him, he takes no responsibility for. Council show DC because the DA got recalled. Brother, I swear to God, this isn't that big of a deal. In my opinion, as being as a person that dabbles in design, being as a person that went to fucking art school, being as a person who knows a little bit about logo design and branding and everything else in between, I swear to God, doing that logo that he did for his company or for his redesign of his show isn't that big of a deal when it's in the cast area, space, whatever. There's only so many iconographies and icons and images and and things that you can use to display that you're a car brand or a car company or a car channel. It's not that big of a deal, really. Really and truly. Everybody has that fucking piston thunderbolt thing in some way, shape, or form. And if anything, what did the guy do? As someone's mentioned here in the stream chat, he changed the thing into a flame anyway. Wasn't the big redesign. He didn't fucking completely change everything about the branding from the color scheme to the typography. No, all he did was change the fucking thunder into a flame. An artistic flame, a well-designed flame, but just a flame really. So, brother, just take responsibility. Okay, you know, it didn't work out. It's a bit too close to the other company, so I changed it. But I think because the Reddit was clowning him for it, and it's another one of those. It's like an accumulation of copies, an accumulation of plagiarisms, of plagiarism accusations. He probably got nervous, but he didn't need to change it. I don't think so. It wasn't that big of a deal, in my personal opinion. But again, maybe because he did copy too often, and he thought he got away with it. Nowadays, he just wants to avoid any issues. Maybe, but you know, I could be wrong. We continue. Pound for pound, biggest idiot on the internet. Never tried to go viral. Chang's go viral. All purchase necessary. Void were redacted. What? What's this? All purchase necessary. What's this one? All purchases necessary. What? All purchase necessary. He didn't say this, did he? What would he say this?
Stay tuned for that. The truck giveaway, Drive Fast, All Gas. That goes live July 8th. We have a bunch of merch. The way you win is either by just buying a
Yo, big up Theodore.
The one-time AI is acceptable to use, such as an icon or logo. He gets rung through the barrel for $500.
That's the thing that's so funny. Big up Fido for pointing that out. Thank you, Fido, for pointing that out. That's the thing that's so funny. Most likely, the people that are designing the tech packs, the branding, whatever, for his new designs and new channels, they're most likely using just AI. Most of his flyers, that's what they're designed by. So he pays people hundreds and thousands of pounds, sometimes, of dollars, sorry, to design this, you know, branding for him. And most likely they just input some shit into a fucking, you know, into an AI design thing, and it spits out something for them. It takes them less than 5 minutes. And maybe if you're smart, it's what I would do. You charge him whatever you're going to charge him. Say your chock-a-block would work and you've got loads of clients to kind of look after, and then just take a week or maybe miss a couple of emails. Like, he'll bother you for one, you bother you for an update, ignore that one, ignore the second one, and then reply back on the third. Oh, sorry, bruv. I've been really busy, man. It's been fucking chock-a-block here in the office. I've been pulling all-nighters in the studio, sorry, right? That's what you'll do to make him feel like you actually worked on it, but actually you did it the same day. You did it within the hour, maybe within some minutes. So exactly as Theodore says, it's not even like he's getting like great work done by a design studio somewhere. He's actually getting it done through an AI, probably a free online AI thing, and he's being charged over the barrel for it. Kind of absolutely crazy. But let's see this though. No purchase necessary, right? Option or mention of the charity. Let's see this one.
for that. The truck giveaway, Drive Fast, All Gas, that goes live July 8th. We have a bunch of merch. The way you win is either by just buying an entry of $5 or buying any merch and get more entries that way. The merch is lit. We linked up with King Shock, so it's King Shock's Drive Fast, All Gas merch. We'll have a ton of options on there. Dope hats, tees, hoodies, tanks, shorts. We got all sorts of cool stuff on there. But Drive Fast.
Is there any chance he's going to have a bit of merch that's going to say DFAG on it? Will he do that? Do you think he'd go that way? Do you think he realizes the acronym of his new brand? Do you think you'll have a shirt in college font that says DFAG? Because that would be actually hilarious if he did it. I'd actually buy it. Without irony, I would actually buy it.
All Gas will go live July 8th. That's when the raffle or giveaway starts. So stay tuned. It's the most badass truck of all time. Make sure whoever wins this thing, you actually use it for what it's for.
Don't tell me how to use it when I've entered the raffle. I can use it ever I want. Let's see what is it a website even there? Was it Drive Fast, All Gas? Is it even up? What's happened so far? Nothing still the same placeholder. The same placeholder. And we're only a few days away from the raffle starting. No updates. Jesus Christos. Okay.
It will shit all over Raptor R, TRX's stock. It will do what it's meant to do. So this thing's loaded. Partnered up with Roush, King Shocks, Kibby Tech, Blitzkrieg, McNeil Racing, Raceline, MP Exhaust. This thing's pretty wild. SOS I'll get the truck back at the end of this week. They're doing a custom race interior on it. This thing's gonna be fucking wild, and it can be yours for as little as $5 or a price of a t-shirt.
And subscribe to the YouTube.
Yes, you have to subscribe to Drive Fast All Gas YouTube, formerly known
He's terrible.
as Toontown. So if you're not a subscriber and you're elected the winner, it won't count if you're not subscribed. So make sure you subscribe to Drive Fast All Gas in order to solidify your win. All right? That's July 8th. It's going to be a fun summer, kids. Love you guys. Stay safe. Enjoy the fights this weekend. 303. I'm out.
Okay, man. Okay. I can't wait to see the CoffeeZilla video and all these fucking giveaways. I cannot wait. What is this? L says, waste a ton of money. Truck still slow. Oh, yeah, that's fucking that's legendary, actually, isn't it? That's a clip that I saw the other day, no? About the car, is it the one of him racing in the streets? And it looks like it's literally pulling a wagon. Is that the one? No, that's not the one. Wrong one. It's another clip.
Stay tuned for that. The truck giveaway, Drive Fast, All Gas.
It's another one. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There we go. There we go. There's one where the car isn't moving fast at all. At all, bro. At all. Look at this. Like, it was moving like an absolute snail. Just like my internet is moving. Surely no gearhead would waste this amount of money in a 20-year-old car, would they? That's how you know he's bored and he's got nothing else to do. Like, he literally doesn't know what else to do with his life. No other hobbies going for him. Social circles completely dwindled. It is weird too, because this car thing could have been a new opportunity to get some new friends and to kind of expand your circle just by hanging around with people. But he seems to kind of enjoy being with people, but also doing it on his own. But then he just likes to spend money for the sake of it. It's like, bro, you don't need to spend so much money to be a gearhead. You don't need to waste so much money on a 20-year-old car that literally 0 to 60 seconds is like 20 seconds, it feels like.
So well wrecked this truck. Wish me luck.
All right, guys, so you've been with me on this entire Ford Lightning journey. Now it's actually time to see if the truck is any faster. So we got a draggy unit. These are the best. It's connecting my phone.
All that money, by the way, all that money to spend on a 20-year-old truck, right? And he can't get a fucking holder to put on his dashboard, so he doesn't have to keep looking down at his fucking, in the middle of his crotch on the armrest to see how fast the car's going. All that money you spend on a truck, and you can't just buy a little dashboard phone holder thing that people use. Like, is it really that hard?
It'll record 0 to 60. Let's see how we do here. Hope there's no cops.
Look at that. He's literally looking down while he's driving on the streets. This is the benefit of being white and you're driving, isn't it? When you're white, you get away with quite a lot, because I couldn't imagine a black guy driving an orange and black pickup truck, looking down at his phone every 2 seconds and not getting pulled over by the police a million times. Like, God almighty, brother, just put the phone up on it. Like, what are you doing? You're going to kill somebody.
Spun out a bunch.
That car did not move, innit? That car is so slow. Oh my God. One more time.
If the truck is any faster. So we got a draggy unit. These are the best. It's connecting my phone. It'll record 0 to 60. Let's see how we do here. Hope there's no cops.
It's so slow.
Spun out a bunch. Spun out a bunch. First one, 6.4. Too much power. The ass is too light. Those people are so scared. We need some wider tires. It's just spinning.
Oh man, I can spend so much money on this car, and there's so many things wrong with it. Now we need wider tires. Now we need to recalibrate the tires. Maybe need to warm them up. Something needs to happen to those tires to make it all work again. God almighty. Admit Sasso trolled him on episode 1000. Oh, yeah. Let's see that one. Yes. This is a big one. So at the time, big up everybody in the stream chat, myself included. Big up everybody in the stream chat, myself included. I'm going to give myself a pat on the back for this one too. When we were watching episode 1000, didn't we all say, when Will Sasso came on screen and did his entire appearance of T-Fat-K 1000 completely in Neapolitan dialect of fucking Italian, didn't we all say that this was a troll? We all said this guy's fucking trolling. He really doesn't want these guys to have anything to clip up and put out there. He's literally pissing on their parade by holding onto the fucking troll and never letting it go. Even at the end, he didn't even break character. He never once said, hey, thank you for inviting me. Thank you. Good to see you guys again. Congrats on 1000. He never broke character the entire fucking time. So we all said, remember we all said, oh my God, this guy's trolling. And we could all see pretty quickly Brendan's expression go from loving it to hating it. Because he didn't feel, Brendan in general doesn't feel comfortable when he's not in on a joke. He probably felt a little bit, maybe insulted. He maybe felt a little bit awkward. He didn't know what was happening. He clearly didn't understand any of the words that, fucking Will Sasso was saying clearly because he was speaking Italian or a broken version of Italian. And he was really having a bad time trying to kind of get with it. And it was almost, you could tell it was pissing him off. You could tell he wanted Sasso to just cut it, give it up and just start speaking English. But he wouldn't. He just continued trolling. And in this particular clip, he actually admits that it was a troll and you could tell it annoyed him. You could tell it fucking annoyed him. That's hilarious. So big up Will Sasso for doing the Lord's work.
Why are we still here?
Well, we'll even do that on Fire and the Kid. If it's a bad interview, I'm like, all right, well, thank you for your time. And we're going to go to current events.
Oh, really?
And then we just kick him out.
And then you don't get invited to the 1,000th episode.
Bro, it'd been a 7-hour episode. I was exhausted.
Well,
no. But
Eric's
by the way, to give Brendan a bit of due credit here, Eric Griffin's bugging. Why would they invite you to a 1,000th episode of T-Fat-K? You weren't a part of the history of T-Fat-K. The whole reason why I did the 1,000th episode and they interviewed who they interviewed was because they played a role in making T-Fat-K successful. It makes sense why they, if anything, Theo Von should have probably been on there. Maybe Rogan to a certain extent. Maybe Andrew Santino if they were still friends. Who else was maybe missing from there? Maybe Joe Coy. He's done a couple episodes on there. Maybe Josh Wolf. He could have been interested to be on there. But it was more of a celebrate. Even Bobby Lee, if they were still cool. Why does Eric Griffin think he would have any reason to be on the show as on the 1,000th episode? Makes no sense. The guys, this is what I mean about Eric. It's no surprise that Eric ended up with Brendan and Chris. You could tell he's so annoying. He's such a bitch. He's always whining and crying and complaining that most likely most of the comedians within that little circle don't fuck with him. Hence why he ended up having to do podcasts with Brendan and fucking Chris D'Elia. This makes all the sense in the world. This guy is such a bitch.
Maddie wasn't on the 1,000.
No. You know what?
Right.
Here's one reason why. You asked him about it right in front of me.
What's he meant to do then? I'll wait for you to leave the room. It has nothing to do with you. Why are you bothered? Honestly, such a weirdo. And remember, Eric used to hate Brendan at the start. Eric didn't like Brendan. Eric said Brendan didn't deserve to do stand-up. He was an athlete. What was he doing stand-up for? Taking up space, taking up spots. He didn't like Brendan. Then when Brendan was his key to be good with Rogan, or maybe he saw Brendan as a way to make money, suddenly everything was fine and he was fucking showing all of his teeth sitting next to Brendan on the fucking stage on the shows and making it seem like he was actually funny. He actually hated him. So if I'm Brendan, yeah, fuck you. I'm not inviting you on my show.
It was rude as fuck.
I did do that.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that.
Well, he was the last.
That would be like going like this, hey man, I'm having a birthday party. Are you free on Saturday?
And I'd be like, I am.
Just Brendan, I can't see Chris.
Brendan, I can't.
That's what you did.
Hey, back up. I can't hear Chris.
So that's the only reason.
I love it. I love Brendan's like Mr. Me Too thing with jokes. And it's surprising why no one calls it out. Like someone will do a joke and he'll just repeat it in his own words. Look, it's so weird how he does this, isn't it?
I didn't realize that.
Well, he was the last.
That would be like going like this, hey man, I'm having a birthday party. Are you free on Saturday?
And I'd be like, I am.
Just Brendan, I can't see Chris.
Brendan, I can't.
That's what you did.
Hey, back up. I can't hear Chris.
He just copied your joke, bar for bar, word for word. Like, what is going on here? Look at Chris's face. Chris is disgusted. Look at his face. Like, what the fuck is that? You just did the joke in front of him and he repeated back to you. Like, what the fuck? What the hell is going on here? You just repeated it word for word. That's so weird. One more time, please. One more fucking time. One more time. It wasn't even that good.
The last.
That would be like going like this, hey man, I'm having a birthday party. Are you free on Saturday?
And I'd be like, I am.
Just Brendan, I can't see Chris.
Brendan, I can't.
That's what you did.
Hey, back up. I can't hear Chris.
That is so bizarre. I don't think I've ever seen somebody ever do that. just repeat back the joke to you like you didn't say it. Sometimes some people will emphasize a word you said. Oh my God, I can't believe you said that. Oh my God, it's wild. You said cake. Oh my God, I'm dying. You said cake. But this guy will just repeat your fucking joke, bar for bar, word for word, syllable for syllable. Like, God damn, let my joke breathe, motherfucker.
So that's the only reason why I say like.
I guess.
And like you went like this. You gotta be on. You gonna be on? I need you. You have to do it.
I couldn't do it, and then
He was like, well, he told Sanaz he couldn't do it, and I was like, I'll talk to him. So right when I saw you, I had to get out of the way.
Yeah. I didn't know it was like that. Like,
yeah, well, that's why I made it very.
Another Sanaz mention, huh? Another Sanaz mention. Sanar, more like sucking his dick, huh?
Clear in front of Eric.
Yeah.
Look, we're not even asking Eric.
That's basically what you.
Honestly, man, God Almighty, nothing that Brendan or Crystalia says should ever make you laugh like this. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Have some shame. It's such a fake laugh as well. Is that really how he laughs? Is he actually laughing? Or is he just like trying to make sure his invoice gets paid? What the fuck is this, man? What do Brendan and Crystalia have to say that would ever make you show the top row of your teeth and the bottom row and your fucking tongue? Like, what one for this? Like, like, it's like, motherfucker, close your mouth. You're gonna get a fly in there, man. But to be fair to him, I bet if he went a new MacBook, he'd get it before fucking Chin. I bet if he went a new MacBook, he'd get it before Chin. He definitely knows where his bread's buttered. Similar to fucking Brian Callen. Eric Griffin knows where his bread is buttered. He knows where his bread is buttered. And he fucking plays that role. Boom, 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 boom. Because what would possess you to open your mouth this wide? This wide, please. Somebody tell me what would possess anyone, any person on this earth to open their mouth that wide on fucking on the golden hour, on anything, on any platform that has to do with Brendan and Crystalia. Please. Look at this guy, man. Have some shame. I bet he doesn't even laugh at his own wife jokes like that. Here you are laughing at Brendan and his guy. Like, what? God damn, man.
You basically said.
You know I love you, man.
Do you?
Not enough.
Also, why does he need to love you, to work with you? Just get your fucking paycheck and keep it moving. You want Brendan Schaub to love you? Really?
Sasso did his entire interview in Italian.
Yeah. How long?
30 minutes.
No.
The first 10, I was like...
Big up NJ Ranger.
An excellent jest, my liege.
Anyway, one more time. That was nice. I love how the bot read. One more time. What? We need to hear that again.
An excellent jest, my liege.
That's actually what he sounds like, isn't it? I swear to God, that's what Eric Griffin actually sounds like, actually. Let's rewind that back. I swear Eric Griffin actually sounds like that. No?
That's basically what you.
That's what he sounds like. I swear to God. That's actually what he sounds like. One more time, no?
An excellent jest, my liege.
That's actually what he sounds like.
You basically said.
You know I love you, man.
Do you?
I don't
Big
know.
up NJ Ranger.
Sasso did his entire interview in Italian.
Yeah. How long?
30 minutes.
No.
The first 10, I was like, this is great. And I was like,
Yeah.
Oh, look at them, the haters of comedy. Oh, Crystalia's former friend and co-host. He doesn't talk to him anymore, does him? All those fucking diddling allegations. Will Sasso was like, all right, I'm out. I'm not your friend anymore, bro. I heard you fucking touch. I heard you like to touch kids. I'm out. And I don't think Will Sasso would like Eric Griffin. He'd probably drive him mental. So that's fucking funny. Look at their faces at the mention of Will Sasso. Look at his face at the mention of Will Sasso. Look at them abuela eyebrows. The abuela eyebrows are back, ladies and gentlemen. The abuela eyebrows on Brendan are back. Look at that extra threading just underneath there. Look at those abuela eyebrows. Look at that extra threading right there. That extra bit of threading there. You can tell it's been threaded because that's the bit that's usually covered by hair, and you see the little bit of a lighter patch because he doesn't put any sunscreen on. So you see that this part underneath the hair that's been threaded is a bit lighter in comparison with his other bits of his face that have obviously been exposed to the sun and have no hair covering it. The abuela eyebrows are back, ladies and gentlemen. Abuela eyebrows are back. Look at Eric Griffin's face. Look at that. Look at that. The consummate hater. Look at him. Miserable. Miserable hater. I'm not invited to 1,000. Blah, 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 blah.
It's only good if you run it into the ground, though, I think.
He did it.
That's what I like to do.
He did it.
Bean dip is ready to come.
Yeah, exactly. So big up Will Sasso. Absolute fucking legend. Big up Will Sasso. What a fucking dude. Before we move on to the T5K episode, can we spare a thought for Brendan Schaub going fishing in Alaska? It finally happened. I didn't think it was actually going to happen, but it actually did happen. The fishing trip that was, scheduled for a while. I think that, what they called again? What's the company called? It was a particular resort thing that they went to. The place is called Sportsman Cove Lodge. They were a new sponsor to T5K. And I think as part of the sponsorship, they invited them down to their lake to partake in some fishing. And it looked pretty fun. I'm not going to lie. The actual thing looked amazing. The scenery, the lake, the lagoon. I'm guessing where they stayed was also super awesome. You probably got to eat. You probably get to eat what you catch and shit. So it must have been a sick place to hang out. But the funny thing during this whole escapade has been the story around who caught this massive halibut. Who caught this 80-pound plus halibut? Who actually caught this thing? Was it Brendan or was it Chin? Or was it the guy in the back with the orange overalls? Who actually caught this halibut? Because according to Brendan, it says, caught me. He says here, caught me. Caught me. You see that here? Caught me. Caught me a big old halibut, right? This was 80 pounds and broke the damn rod. Allegedly, he's saying that he was the one that caught the halibut, right? Cool. Then, if you go on Chin Soo Yee's Instagram, Chin Soo Yee, the producer of fucking TV, also if you watch my stream, you would know that we chum a Chin and we see how he is when fishing. I fish Chin is name, he's that caught it. But Sports Cove Lodge Instagram page, you see another story. When you flick through to the Sportsman Cove's Instagram page themselves, you'll see this post that says, fresh fit course at the Sportsman Cove Fishing Lodge. These giants actually broke the fishing pole. Check out these impressive catches. And when you scan through this slideshow of pictures, you will notice there's a picture here of the one and only Chin Soo Yee and Brendan's manager, handler, agent, road dog, Legs. So Legs and Chin are standing next to the same fish that Brendan said he caught and that broke the rod. So, who actually fucked halibut? Was it Brendan? Was it Chin? Was it Chin? Or was it Chin with the help of Legs? Who actually caught this halibut? We'll never know. But if we scroll down to the comment section of this particular post, big up LTD_91 for doing the Lord's work. Please clear up who actually caught the halibut that broke the rod amongst the Fire and the Kid crew. Brendan Schaub claimed he did it and it broke his rod on his podcast. But as the last picture shows, it was his manager, Lex. Can you please confirm? And in the comments, if you expand the replies in the comments, you will find that Sportsman Cove actually replied to the comments with a very dicey reply that makes it suggest that Brendan, the pathological liar we know him to be, lied again about the most nonsensical thing. This is why you know this guy is pathological liar. Because what's the point of lying about catching a fish you didn't caught? Whatever. Catching a fish you didn't catch. Whatever. Let's read the reply. Sportsman Cove at LTD_91. We'll leave that confirmation up to at Lex McMahon and at Brendan Schaub. They say dicey. They reply back, haha, you're telling me. We don't want to get into the middle of that. So clearly they're suggesting that Brendan is doing a bit of stolen fisherman valor. Now where he is LARPing as a guy that catches fish heavy enough to break a rod. That he is some sort of expert fisherman. That he just naturally took to the fishes, right? Because he's been so used to having fish, held captive in a fish tank in the basement of his mansion. Somehow he has an affinity. He has a special touch when it comes to the fishes, that he went out to this lake and he was able to catch an 80-pound halibut on first try. That's what he's trying to claim. But Sportsman Cove Lodge are saying, hey, nah, that's not the case, brother. That is not the case. Absolutely hilarious. What's the other comment here? What's that say? Hey, yo, no, Chinsu Yi just sat there looking stupid and ate that fish 5 days later after it was... Holy shit. These comments are brutal. Chin just sat there looking stupid, you know. Yo, people are so mean. Let's see the hidden comments. What's the hidden comment say? Hidden. Look at the hidden comments. Hidden comments with 17 likes. At Brendan Schaub. Why are you lying about the fish, Papa? You making up little kid lies. Save that for your kids. 17 likes and it's hidden. Absolutely hilarious. Oh, look. Oh. The Fighting the Kid page replied. See our reply under LTD's comment. Hope that clears it up. Taking the time to clarify his insecure, pathetic, and foolishness. I hope the Black Kang sees this. Tagging Red Bar is such a bully thing. So it's like getting your dad to fight your bullies at school. Wanting your dad to fight your fucking 9-year-old classmates for throwing rubbers at your back. What did they say in the comments here? What did the Fighting the Kid say? There's no reply here. That's a lie. The Fighting the Kid didn't reply. They lied. Where's the Fighting the Kid reply? I don't see the Fighting the Kid reply. They said check the post under the... They must have deleted it. They must have deleted the post they made under LTD 91's comment. Because LTD number 1's comment is here. And we don't see any extra replies from them. So clearly they lied. Once again, another lie. Okay, here's another... Okay, maybe this is a real lie. He was fishing with the rest of the guys. He's obsessed. We're hoping to have a video about it. Okay, so I think this is Sanaz. This is probably Sanaz. I've got a feeling this is Sanaz. Plus, there's that emoji in it. Yeah, it's probably Sanaz. I think this feeling is this is Sanaz. She's also got like a skin color emoji thing. This is definitely Sanaz. I got a feeling this is Sanaz. Only Sanaz would be like, doing fucking skin tone color emoji thing. This is a girl thing. Definitely Sanaz with this fucking post. But again, just an unnecessary lie. It makes no sense. Really idiotic. But again, just perfectly encapsulates who Papa is, isn't it? Perfectly encapsulates who the fuck Papa is. Lying about something that doesn't need to be lied about just because he feels uncomfortable or something. I don't fucking know. Whatever the reason, it's stupid, it's dumb. Just leave it alone. It's not that big of a deal. But again, what do I know? Absolutely nada. Cool. We did that. We showed you that the guys lied about fishing and what they did catch and what they didn't catch, right? Cool. Well, let's go on to another interesting topic that I think you guys might actually like to hear about. Let's move on to some tabs over here before we get into the Fire and the Kid sub. Let's move on to this one. So this post is hilarious because I think this is what it stemmed from. So on the Fire and the Kid subreddit, people picked out something very interesting. Eagle-eyed homeless cats picked out something. Eagle-eyed. So this particular post was made, right? It said as follows. New intern questioning some life choices. There's another girl working at the fucking Fire and the Kid. Another person who's been employed. They fired George because they wanted more ladies probably. Maybe, who knows? I don't know where they find these girls in the first place who listens to T-Fat-K, number one. And then secondly, who want to work there for free. I don't know. But regardless, they're doing it. Or maybe there's a thing where the Fire and the Kid have their podcast signed up to some sort of like college credits platform thing, and every semester they get kids who want to work in podcasting or radio and shit come in and get credits. I don't know. Whatever the case, they seem to have people wanting to work there for free for some reason. Who knows why? But look at this post, right? Somebody noticed something very interesting about Sanaz.
Got another one. Woody Harrelson, guys, apparently has not had a cell phone in 3 years.
God bless.
Yeah. I don't know. I saw this. I don't know if I believe it.
I believe
says
it.
he only used it to text.
I believe it.
Yeah.
I'd be the exact same. If I make a certain amount of money, you.
Is she alive? Oh, look at the screen. Okay, cool. I thought she was sleeping. She's looking at the screen. Okay, cool. The girl at the back is looking at the screen.
You know I've made it because you won't be able to get a hold of me.
Yeah. Ted Danson apparently called him out on a podcast recently about it. I don't know. Could you? How do you not have a phone though?
It'd be so nice.
It'd be so nice.
It'd be so nice.
It'd be so nice to
When you're
step
not
the fuck away from
connect
all
to your
this.
phone. You know how much time you waste on your
I
fucking
feel
phone?
I'm old and I have to do this.
I catch.
Could you imagine what it'd feel like if she stuck one of these up your ass? These absolute talons. Could you imagine if she stuck one of these HB pencils up your fucking ass? What that'd feel like? Can you imagine if she stuck one of these absolute fucking rulers up your ass? What that'd feel like? Could you imagine what that'd feel like? God damn it, bro. Anyway, somebody realized, zooming into a t-shirt, that she was wearing a t-shirt similar to the one that Papa's got on. And if you zoom in a little bit, it looks oversized. And the neck looks a bit stretched out. And she does look a bit disheveled. So some people are wondering, did those two fuck? She's wondering it also. The new intern in the back is also wondering, did Sanaz or are Sanaz and Brendan actually fucking? Was BGL right? Because I think BGL said, remember BGL said from the beginning, I think so. He said in the beginning that Sanaz and Brendan were fucking touching bum cheeks. This could be the reason why some eagle-eyed homeless cat spotted that she must be wearing Brendan's oversized, stretched out, BO covered t-shirt. Because if you see a fellow picture here from the other day, courtesy of the Shorb Show, look at what Brendan was wearing on the Shorb Show. Look at that, brother. Brendan was wearing the exact same t-shirt on the Shorb Show, and Sanaz had the same one, clearly oversized, clearly doing that wearing my boyfriend's t-shirt thing on the fucking show. So, either, the theory is this, either Sanaz went and did something and was a party girl, living a young girl life, went and had a good time, right? Went and had a good time, maybe was late to work, couldn't go home, came straight to the office and needed a shirt. And Brendan had one there that he kind of changed out of after he went back home. That could be possible. Or Brendan bent fucking Sanaz over in his fucking orange lightning truck and gave her a good scene to. And then splooged over her top or used her top to wipe away some of his gooning and then gave her the new quote-unquote fresh t-shirt. Either way, this is wild. And you know what's really wild about this clip and this fucking picture? Didn't this girl say in another episode of the podcast that she met Brendan Schaub's wife? She met the kids and shit. So she's aware this guy's married. She's aware that he has a wife. They've met each other. They've probably done that whole like girl thing where you try and size each other up, and the Mexican probably thought, oh, I've got no troubles. I'm not worried about her. I'm way hotter. They do that whole like silent sort of like, sizing each other up thing. But essentially, Wagwan, and she's still smashed. Yo, that's why maybe Sainaz hangs around with the mandem. That's why maybe the mandem don't mind having Sainaz around. It wouldn't surprise me also. It wouldn't surprise me if we find out Sainaz has said the line, has said the sentence sometime during her career in podcasting, her career in being a quote-unquote public figure. That's why I don't really get along with girls. I have more male friends. I bet you there's a clip out there of Sainaz saying she has more male friends than girlfriends. And if you're a man then, you know what that means. You know what that means. When a girl says, I don't really have a lot of girlfriends, most of my friends are guys, you know what that means. You know what time it is. You know what time it is. She met the wifey, she met the kids, and she still let you smash. Oh, that's what dreams are made of. That's what dreams are made of, bros. Huh? She met the fucking missus. She's not put off. She just got the fucking blinders on as she's fucking riding a D. She's got the fucking blinders on. God damn. One of the fucking mandem. Huh? Big up Sainaz. You'll never hear a bad word said about me about Sainaz. I will never have a bad word to say about fucking Sainaz. She's one of the fucking boys. She's one of the boys. She's one of the boys. Huh? She's one of the boys. She's one of the boys. You niggas know, man. Out here, I don't really have that many girlfriends. Yeah, I bet you don't have any girlfriends. I wonder why other women don't trust you. I wonder why other women don't like you. I wonder why other women don't want you around their man, around their husbands, around their baby daddies. I wonder why. I wonder why they don't want you around, Sainaz. I wonder why, huh? I wonder why. Out here swapping t-shirts with Brendan like he's your boy, like he's your boyfriend. Huh? What you doing, Sainaz? You're breaking up a happy home, huh? How's Slow Joe gonna get a Hermes bag, huh? How's Baby T gonna play for the fucking Raiders? Or whatever, the Padres? What's going on? Huh? Ah, come on, Sainaz. Honestly, I hope it's true. I hope it's true. I hope it's true. Because I'm living for the divorce era. The divorce era, the divorce arc of Bappa will be so beautiful. This guy's got 3 kids under 18. He was married in California with one of the most horriblest, worstest, baddest, deplorable divorce laws in the world. She will take half and some. Yo, I'm living for that arc. I hope this isn't just some easy to be explained scenario where she went out, she couldn't go back home, she needed a t-shirt, the t-shirt was there in the office, she just wore it. I hope that's not the case. I hope this is pure evidence that these guys hang out after work and they're not doing homework. They're slopping saliva, they're swapping semen, right? They're touching each other's private parts. I hope that's the case, because if that's the case, and Slow Joe actually grows a pair of balls and decides to put her chancleta down, huh? She decides to put her chancleta down and say, enough, finito, punto, and divorcio this guy. Ooh, the drama will be tasty. Tasty, tasty, tasty. I live for it. Maybe it's not true. Maybe it's all a myth. Maybe we're making it up. Maybe it's bullshit. Who knows? But I want it to be true so badly. I want it to be true so badly. This will be better than all of the alcoholic arcs. This will be better than fucking Gringo Pappy era. Better than fucking You Be Surprised. This will be outdo all the arcs. Seeing Brendan having to try, without comedy, you know, having to try to pay alimony and child support to 3 kids and a wife with expensive taste and get chucked out of that mansion. Because you know what'll happen, right? He'll have to find a condo or some apartment somewhere, and she'll keep that Bel Air mansion. She might even get to keep his cars. Oh my god. Oh my god, Brendan! Imagine you're throwing away everything for a fucking producer on your show. Oh, the lack of composure. I hope this isn't true for his sake, but I wish it is true for the sake of content, because it's getting kind of dry and boring covering Brendan anyway. We need something. We need something new. If this is new and exciting, that they have actually fugged many, many a times, I live for it. I honestly live for it. I honestly live for it. I swear to God. But who knows? And imagine they've been fucking in the studio. Imagine they meet up. Imagine they stay after the studio, or they drive back or they do that thing where like everyone leaves, but they drive around the corner and then they come back to the studio and then start smashing before the fucking, before all the aunties, before all the fucking Hispanic women come to clean up and shit. Imagine that what they do. Like, hello, señorita, have you guys finished fucking yet? Hello, hola, have you guys finished fucking yet? Hello, señorita, have you finished fucking you? We need to clean. I'd love it if that's the case. I love it. Oh, bloody hell. Anyway, that was it. Let's move on. Let me not get too excited about it, because it make me look a bit weird, innit? If I get too excited about this, it make me look a bit weird, innit? Anyway, moving on. Big up everybody tuning in. Appreciate all of you. Make sure you like the stream chat down below. Don't be flipping lame. Like the stream chat down below. Do me a favor, like the fucking stream chat down below. TFATK episode number 1005. Let's fucking go. Can we play?
Better than the kid.
Come on, baby. I got to tell you something right now. My crank muscles are sore. My.
Oh, I already hate this episode already. The sitting on the chair, on the sofa, cross-legged, with your fucking toe holds on. Is that toe hold merch as well? Is he wearing a toe hold merch t-shirt? Like, oh my God, it's so annoying. Little man. Little puny, impy fucking man. Almost like a little, like a little garden gnome. A little impish man. How do you, as a man, how do you sit on a chair with your legs crossed like that anyway? What type of man does that? What type of alpha sits on a chair with their legs crossed, like with sandals on? Like, ugh. Do yourself a favor, bro. Also, maybe get a different color t-shirt. Red chair, red shirt. Don't make sense.
Crank when I was cranking that reel.
Those poor fish, they didn't realize who they were dealing with, dude.
And I was fucking leaning back, and then when I harpooned that one and then shot the other one, well, I don't know if I did it, but somebody shot that thing.
It.
That big one you reeled up. That big.
We saw it. One more time. We saw it. Huh? Also, can we just have the setting?
Well, I don't know if I did it, but somebody shot that thing.
It.
That big one you reeled up. That big bad boy. With 70-pound halibut.
For those of you that don't.
We saw it. Let's continue.
For those of you that don't know,
got shot in the face, shot in the head.
Yeah, we went fishing in Alaska, and it is some fish on.
It's
and we're not even fishers.
Whales.
We're whales, bald eagles left and right.
Oh,
brown bears.
Brown bears.
Deers.
Yeah, I don't even know if we saw a deer. It might have been a bear.
Oh, no, I thought it was.
I love how bored they were about it. If you watch the podcast they did at the fucking, at the lake and shit, they recorded a 30-minute episode of TFATK. They looked like they wanted to go home. They were struggling to get through the episode. Even 30 minutes, they were struggling to get through it. They clearly didn't want to be there. But they clearly did it because the company paid them a bunch of money to advertise on their pod. And maybe part of the agreement, or maybe they felt bad turning it down, was them turning up and having a fishing day out over there at the lake. But they didn't enjoy it at all. It wasn't LA. They didn't have good Wi-Fi. No creature comforts. They fucking hated it. But they wanted to pretend like they liked it, but they didn't really. Come on, you cunt.
It was a bear. Yeah.
No. We saw two bears, and then the dares were around the.
2 bears? Did we see?
Yeah.
I don't remember the two, but I saw one.
No, the captain pointed one out, and then you saw one, which we weren't sure.
Yeah, well, that might have been a deer. We weren't sure. It was in the distance.
Yeah. Either way,
it's
like Jurassic
Back
Park.
from Alaska, I got 100 pounds of fish. I cooked my first halibut steaks yesterday.
How was it?
It was delicious. Yeah.
Can you
I have a
control your
murderous
fucking
temper.
anger?
I have a murderous temper.
But well, you should be upset at yourself.
Oh, I know, but
You should have punched yourself in the
No,
face.
I know, but I want to do that too. But then I get mad, and then I can't do anything, and then I want to kill everybody. It's really bad.
I didn't take the fish home. I gave my fish to you guys. Oh, wait. What do I have to do?
Yeah.
Oh.
No offense, but I'm never letting you that wears fleece and that wears fucking, fleeces and shit and sandals and, trainers with no socks on ever throw a wobbler with me. There's no way you're throwing a temper tantrum with me and you wear old man fleeces and sandals on and fucking Adidas Sambas or Adidas Campuses with no fucking socks on. Like, there's no way. There's no way. No way. No way. No way.
Can I be honest about fish?
Somebody can have
Can I be honest about fish? It's good eating fish. Yeah, that's great. If you don't season fish, fish can fuck off.
Oh, you can't. Oh,
like just eating
But
fish.
who doesn't season it?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like the halibut's great.
What? Hold on. If you don't season anything, it doesn't taste that good. If you don't season meat, it's also terrible. What the fuck is this guy talking about? Did his wife put fucking paprika on his fish and he got fucking annoyed and thought it was too spicy or something? What the fuck's he talking about? If you don't season your fish, it doesn't taste like anything. Oh, really? Oh, really? You don't improve the taste of your fish with a bit of seasoning. Even salt, even fucking salt makes a big difference to fish. What the fuck's this guy talking about? I'm curious to see what he's on about.
But understand that halibut's basically just a platform for great spices,
butter.
garlic, butter, and lemon.
But that's anything.
But if you don't put it on
that's
there,
a bad take.
But
though,
with
right?
steak, you can just put salt and pepper, and you're good.
Do the same thing with fish. You don't need to put butter on fucking fish. That's some American British shit. Like, that's not normal. If the fish is of good quality, it usually should be enough to just put salt and pepper on it. You don't need to put anything else. Butter. Like, butter. A stick of butter too, that's like, that's a big lump of butter.
But that's
just
seasoning.
good. It's seasoning, but with steak, I've had great steak where you can actually flame broil a ribeye, and the fat and the meat's delicious on
Yeah,
its
because
own.
it's salty fat.
Yes, but
Fish don't have fat.
Yeah, fish like a flaky white fish. You got to season that.
I just don't eat enough fish to justify taking 100 pounds back.
Yeah.
And Lex wanted it, so I gave it to Lex. And I don't cook that much fish. I cook a ton of. Now, if it was like elk or beef, I'm taking that back.
You're taking it back.
But fish,
They got invited to the fish place, right? The lagoon. They were so bored and uninterested, they even refused to take some of the fish back. Even just as a gesture, no, I'm not taking it back. Refused. Just gave it to Legs. So he bragged about catching the fish, didn't actually eat it or take it back. Oh, legend people, man. Absolute legends. Legends.
I was like, I eat it once a blue moon.
Yes.
Yeah, now, who outshined all of us, including Chin, the real fisherman, was my son.
Your son
Tiger
for real.
was-
Your son for real, who's 100 pounds at 8 years old, which is I can hardly believe.
Well,
and that little Saint Bernard right there, that little Saint Bernard, was, and I'm all bullshit aside.
Honestly, could you maybe have some level of embarrassment to be showing pictures of yourself in bright, shiny, spotless overalls when you go fishing? Like, you have to be a little bit embarrassed to share these type of images. Like, why are they so happy to share this sort of stuff, like this LARPing as fishermen? Look how spotless their gear is. It's literally fluorescent.
It was reeling in all kinds of fish. Look at the size of his hands and wrists.
Yeah.
I'm so used to wrestling with my 12-year-old, and then
Honestly, Brian Cannon as well, like, he knows what his bread's buttered, isn't it? Not only does he suck off Brendan, he's also sucking off his kid. That's obviously PDF, but keep in mind, this is Brian Cannon with these allegations. He not only sucks off Brendan, he also sucks off Brendan's kid. Fucking hell. How pathetic can you be? He doesn't talk about that about his own son. You know that? He doesn't talk about this. He doesn't talk in this glowing fashion about his own kid. But he does it about Brendan's. What a weirdo.
I was grabbing him and I was wrestling with him. Dense. And he's so like when I go for the collarbones, he jerks so quickly, like he's got so much strength, and his wrists are about as thick as mine without exaggeration. Yeah. So you're like, oh, you're gonna be big.
Look how happy, look how proud Brendan is. Oh yeah, he's a big boy. You go grape all the girls. He go take all of them. Bro. It's gonna crush this guy's heart when that kid ends up being just like a gamer, or is more interested in being a Twitch streamer or an IRL person or something. Like, imagine if this kid breaks Papa's heart and decides to go all pro on Call of Duty. Decides to try and become a next member of FaZe. Imagine if this kid decides, fuck that, man, I want to be FaZe Clan. Forget baseball. Papa might off himself. I swear to God, Papa might off himself. Papa might off himself if this kid ends up being one of the FaZe Clan members, wants to be a part of AMP or something. He will absolutely lose it if that happens. Also, have you ever seen another example of somebody who has such favorites when it comes to their children? Because clearly T is Papa's favorite. Like, the other kids can fug off, right? The other kids can fug off. T is definitely his favorite. Tiger is definitely the guy for him. The other ones are just like, whatever. They do not matter. Simply do not matter. It's pretty wild, isn't it? Like, how obvious he is with his favoritism. I wonder if that's the way he felt when he was growing up. Like, that's a bit weird. Usually parents try and pretend or try and hide, but he clearly favors that one more than any other kid that he has. And he has two others. Another boy even. But that, Boston gets no love from Papa. At least publicly, anyway.
Bigger than your dad.
Yeah, he's going to be bigger than
I think he's going to be bigger than you.
He was bigger than I was at 8.
Oh, I mean, with his legs, if you see
his legs
him,
are massive.
I'm looking at him with his legs.
Oh.
He's got a tailpiece on him and legs. He looks like a miniature version of a ball player already.
Yes.
Tailpiece
his
neck
from his
and
mom.
traps are what's crazy.
Honestly, Brian. Yuck, Brian. We're only 5 minutes into the podcast and he's already fucking dick sucking a fucking 9-year-old. Like, yeah, man. Talk about your own kid's accomplishment. What did your own kid do in performing arts class? What did your kid do in ballet or something? What did your kid do in horse riding? In fucking badminton, in squash, in lacrosse? Talk about your own kid, bro. Like, what go on for this? Yuck.
Crazy. Yeah. Like, he doesn't, it's not like he's doing shrugs or lifting. He's just fucking.
He's a little too into killing those fish, though.
Oh, dude.
And when anyone would catch one on the boat, he'd go, I get to kill it.
All bullshit aside, I wanted to say this. I love him so much. Like, I fell in love with that kid.
He made the trip.
Yeah, but he's such a good boy.
Yeah.
Like, I just love
well
kids.
Behaved. Yeah.
I just love kids. I just love kids. I just love kids. Okay.
Yeah.
He's so well behaved, but he's such a good boy. Like, he's just so enthusiastic.
Yeah, he loves
like
it.
watching him reel in those fish.
That was the best.
That's what Lex said. And that's what I said. It's like the best part of the trip.
He loved it, man. And I thought I was worried because it's a long day on the boat, and I was like, he's gonna be so bored. He loved it.
Oh, and by the way, I'm in 3 layers. That kid's in a t-shirt. I was like, "Are you cold?" He goes, "I don't know, maybe."
Yeah, he just chills.
Yeah,
he loved it.
He's a baby Saint Bernard.
Yep, that's exactly what it is.
Exactly what he is.
He loves fishing now, dude.
Yep.
And you had fun, Chin?
Oh, I had a blast, dude. I told you it's one of my favorite trips of all time.
Me too, man.
Seriously.
Of all time. Yeah, you barely leave the house, bro. You go out alone most of the time. Of course it's going to be your favorite trip of all time. You got to spend time with actual adult humans. It's no surprise one of the best trips of all time. Of all time. Fucking hell, bro. Billy No-Mates over here. Best trip of all time, man.
You know, I'm tough to get out of the house, and it's tough to get me to commit to trips and stuff, but...
Oh, God. Beast of a dad. tucked at the house. I'm working on my truck. I'm raising my children. I'm fucking my wife. Okay, we get it. We get it.
There's Mark card. Was that a salmon?
That's a king
That's
salmon.
a king salmon.
That's
That's
a king
like
salmon.
people weren't catching them.
I know
They're
Mark caught
tough.
that.
Yeah,
That's a hell of a salmon.
that's a big one too.
That's a beautiful
Mark's a gangster because he was filming the whole thing. We're like, dude, don't you want to fish? You're like, no, I'm just gonna film.
He's
and
a
then when we
gangster.
left, he started filming.
Great guy. Solid citizen.
He looks like he works there.
Yeah, he really does.
He does.
He's a solid
Exactly.
citizen. That's a good man right there.
Yeah, we got a lot of fish.
Captain Cliff.
The big boy, the rod broke, and it took 40 minutes to get that thing up. And Daddy was having back.
So who caught the fish then? Are we gonna find out who actually caught it? Because they skipped over it when Chin's holding it up, and Chin raced past the clip as well. He didn't want to bring it up. So who actually caught that 80-pound halibut? Who actually caught it? Please let us know.
And tummy issues.
You were having back
and knee
tummy
issues.
You blew up that bathroom. You were
so bad.
I mean, you were like, I'm going to take a
Small
shit.
boat.
That's the smallest bath. The toilet is the kind of toilet that you see in a kid's playhouse.
Yes.
All right?
It's that
and,
low to the
and
ground.
you go, I'll be right back. And you went in there, and that boat will never be the same. They may have to throw the boat away. I mean, that
it
boat,
wasn't good.
because they don't exactly have a good flusher.
No.
So I don't know what happened in there, but did you
The filtration system
I hope
wasn't
you
great.
hovered over that thing. or
No,
just
man,
sit
I had to
right
bear
there?
down, dude. My stomach was on the fritz.
Yeah,
and then my son was like, "Daddy, having fun?" I'm like, "Dude, best time ever." Inside, I'm dying.
You got a bad back. You pulled a muscle in your.
Brendan's definitely the type of person that would. Brendan's definitely the type of person that would fucking take a shit in a coach, innit? Yo, big up NJ Ranger. What a horrible person. Okay, there. Let's read your thing because it doesn't want to read it.
Rinks
Oh, there
maybe
you go.
doesn't want to expound on his kids' extracurriculars because it will remind everyone how much of a country club ass, rich coastal lit he
okay,
is, and how not
yeah.
Yellowstone he is.
Yeah, true. He doesn't want to mention about his kid going to play fucking badminton in the Seychelles, right? Or going to fucking tennis academy in Austria or something. He doesn't want to mention about his kid going boating in some lake in Tuscany, right? He doesn't want to mention his kid is abseiling for the summer in New Zealand. It's like, what? Your kid is abseiling? He doesn't want to mention that. Kids playing water polo in Argentina. Like, excuse me? Water polo where? Yeah, big up NJ Ranger. That's such a good point. Big up Brian Kellen's kid, man. Hope he grows up well.
You're back.
Holding muscle,
Your
yep.
shitter's on the fritz.
Oh, my stomach was so bad.
Those waves didn't help.
Oh, you ain't lying.
Yeah. Those waves didn't help.
But I sucked it up. I'd look out there and T's like, "Dad, come on." And then T was funny because anytime his rod would go down even slightly from where he goes, "I got one," start reeling in. I'm like, dude, you're going to be exhausted.
We
It
were
was over
fishing with large
200
sardines.
260 feet, and Q Tiger would just keep reeling up from like 200 plus
Couldn't
feet.
believe it. But he
Over
also
and
reeled
over.
up real fish.
Yeah,
I know.
Not easy.
He caught the most fish out of everyone.
Without a
first day,
break.
yeah.
Catching big halibut.
Yeah, every time. I got one. I'm like, dude,
whole
you're going to
fucking
be exhausted. You don't have one.
Honestly, man, no, I don't care. I know I'm not the most emotional, sensitive guy in the world, but surely a podcast that's meant to be centered around comedy shouldn't have the presenters and the host talking about one of their kids this much on a comedy podcast. It's a comedy podcast. Why are we talking about your family? This is equivalent to you showing your family pictures of your kid's birthday party on your phone. We don't fucking care. Happy birthday to the little shit, but let's move on. Please. None of us care about your kid more than you care about your kid. Keep this to your fucking family group chat. Don't share all of these details at this length about your kid fishing. No one gives a fuck. Do you have a funny story about something or not? If not, keep it moving.
It was good. It was good.
It was fun.
I think that
would you go back?
I would.
I would absolutely go back. I'm telling you, man, I had a great freaking time.
Yeah, there's something about that. I don't know. being on that,
Someone told him off, innit? Someone told him off. We watched the episode. Brendan was basically trying to tell Brian, like, in code words, hey, this is fucking boring. And now they're suddenly changing their tune. I love it. Yo, big up Otier. Big up Otier. Big up Otier. You know they didn't catch it when you catch a fish, you know they didn't catch it. When you catch a fish that size, it takes forever to reel it in. You're wearing gloves, or your hands are fresh as you and you describe at the fight. Yeah, of course. No, we know that. Come on, we know that. Look at Look at Brendan. There's no way he caught that fish. He's definitely holding it up after the guy caught it for a photo op, which is probably what they do anyway, to be fair to them. I'm assuming this type of lake anyway. Again, I don't know much about lakes. I don't know much about fishing. I don't know much about Alaska. I'm fucking black. I don't fish. I don't go in water. I've got fucking, PTSD for some that shit. You can understand why. But I would imagine those type of places, they probably have areas where there's loads of fish that you can go and fish. Or maybe the whole fucking lake is full of fish. And you go there, you do the whole song and dance, wearing the overalls. They tell you about how to fish, where to not put your rod. They share some fucking crazy horror story about someone falling in and getting eaten by a fucking whale or some nonsense. And then you basically go and fish. And every time you put your rod in, you always get something back because the whole fucking lake is full of fucking fish in there. Most likely. It's like a big, massive fish bowl, right? So most likely there's always going to be fish there you can catch. And then they always give you the opportunity to take these pictures. They've most likely got a guy there on the boat with a camera, or they use your smartphones or whatever, and they let you take a picture with the big catch of the day that usually doesn't come for you from the person that obviously is reeling in most of the fucking rods. I'd imagine so.
That water, that serenity, there's something amazing about it. There really is.
Lex making a fight.
Oh my God, MC. No way. This is even worse. The guy that hooks the fish lets each person reel for a second so they can say they caught it. That's so bad. So he does all the work and gives it to you. And then you pretend like you're on fucking Jaws. Like, oh, mate. Embarrassing to act like you did anything, man. Embarrassing.
Pose there with the fish. I don't know why. That fish was...
Niggas want to be fucking men or cosplay as alphas, but don't want to do alpha manly shit. Why is that? Huh? Niggas want to pose and cosplay as alphas or as mans, but don't actually want to do what men do. They don't want to get underneath a truck. They don't want to get their t-shirts dirty. They don't want to get their fingers covered in oil. They don't want to actually, do up their own rod, put their own fucking lure on it and shit, their own bait, whatever, and then actually fish themselves. They'd rather someone else do it for them so they can cosplay as a man's man. Pathetic, bruh.
So heavy?
It was a very heavy fish. That's an 80-pound fish.
Dense, dude.
Yeah, that's an 80-pound. That's an 80-pound.
And dude, when you got back to you're fishing, you're up at 5, you had breakfast, then you're on the boat by 6, and then you get done around 4:35. Then you eat at 6. Yeah. And then after you eat, you lay down. It's night time.
It's night.
You're exhausted.
Yes. Yeah, and it's light. There are 3 hours of darkness.
And then I said to that captain, like on the second day, I'm like, I don't get it, man. Why I'm so tired. I work out every day. I run all the time. I'm in shape.
You don't do those things, though. Come on. Even when he's telling a story, he's lying. Even when he's telling a story, he's lying. Oh, I love this guy so friggin' much, man. I don't get it. I work out. But you don't do all those things. You're lying, brother. Please stop lying.
Like, I'm exhausted. He's like, because you're on your feet and you're constantly moving
you're making
around.
Micro adjustments.
Yep, micro adjustments because the weight of the boat. And then he goes, then also it's different. Your son's here. He's like, and I don't know if you noticed, but you're constantly looking over at him. He's like, so you have that anxiety?
So the guy on the boat indirectly said Baba's a beast of a dad. I noticed how good of a dad you are because you kept looking over at yours. Look at these stories, man. Even strangers. Hey, you're a great dad, man. Just want to let you know, hey, you're a great dad. It's like, what? What are these stories? Some random person on the boat is telling you how great of a dad you are.
And all that anxiety on your body's making you drain.
It's 100%. You don't even realize it because you're on hyper alert. Because it's
so tired.
You can't fall in that water.
No.
It's
there's hooks around, there's fish, there's bats, there's guns.
Yeah. Yeah, we pulled in this 80-pound, but for the story, it was a 120-pound halibut. And not only did the guy shoot it in the head,
Stabbed it as well.
and then stabbed it.
And then Tiger, like, have you seen Goodfellas? You know, when they open the trunk and they're like, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what he did to the fish,
Yeah.
but with a bat.
Yeah, Tiger.
And I was like, hey, Jeffrey Dahmer, take it down a notch.
He was like, I'm in the mafia for now.
Yes.
Once we gave him the club.
He was like a cop
said,
from
you
Milwaukee.
gotta club him hard. Because
Yeah.
at first he's so sweet. And he was like, all
Yes.
right. And they were like, no, you gotta club him.
No, I said T like baseball, like
Yeah.
a home run.
And he was
really?
like-
I go, him between the eyes. Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean,
I'm like, holy shit.
It sounded like a beaver tail hit the water.
Yeah,
it
it
was
was
fucking. All the animals in the neighboring forest were like, ooh,
Yeah.
what? Is that a gun?
Is that the most fish you've caught, Chin, in 2 days?
I would say not just the most. It was the biggest, the most, and also it was diverse. We had cod. Remember we had
Yeah, we don't
catch-
discriminate. Blackfish, whitefish.
Diverse. He's not human, isn't it? This guy's not human. He's not normal. He's not normal.
Rockfish, goldfish.
Indian fish.
There were, yeah, you caught the
Asian
goldfish,
fish.
right?
Giant goldfish.
Yeah.
Fish. Yeah.
Goldfish.
I caught a
It's a
goldfish
rock. It's
this
a
big.
rockfish.
Oh,
but it's
rockfish,
golden,
yeah.
like reddish golden.
But I was telling my son, because he wanted to go
Orange.
fish. He's like, Dad, can we fish in California? I'm like, won't be like Alaska, but it's all downhill from here.
Yeah.
But when you go fishing here, do you catch a good amount of fish? Like, would he have the same?
No, dude.
No.
Not even on charters. Like when I go fishing by myself, maybe I'll catch one, maybe two,
Yeah.
once in a while.
He's not into
And
that.
even charters, where you pay them to do the same thing. Shout out to Captain Cliff and Paul, by the way.
They're great.
But even with charters here, sometimes you go skunked with no fish at all. Sometimes you get like a little bag, but this was insane.
Oh no, T's not gonna be into that.
This was.
He wants this.
I
This
feel
is
like
insane.
every inch of that ocean floor is covered with fish.
It's got to be
Just halibut, though.
for sure.
When we went for ling
Fat
cod,
halibut.
I was getting hit left and right for that ling cod where that shelf is, but the current was too much.
Oh, that was exhausting. I
Yeah.
couldn't wait to leave there.
Yeah,
the
that was-
boat was
that was
rocking
nuts.
back and forth.
That was nuts.
And the halibut are ugly fish. I mean, they look like stingrays that are mentally
Like giant flounders. You know, they were like,
flounders if they had Down syndrome.
Yeah.
right? Like their eye, like they come out, their mouths are to the side, and their eyes are on top, and they're cross-eyed.
yeah, they just live
They're
on the
the
ground.
ugliest freaking fish in the sea.
They live right on the ground, but they're tasty.
So they do have regular eyes, but then as they grow, it goes to one side.
And then their eyes are all crazy. T kept poking them in the eye. I'm like, dude,
Yeah.
Like that's a good look. of
that's
eyes that we saw.
they all look like that. They all look like crazy eyes from
I
Big
guess
Daddy.
the cod are ground dwellers too. 'Cause
Yeah, on the box.
That's right. But I asked the captain, I go, when I caught that 80-pound fish for the story of, say, 200, I said, or 250,
Yeah.
I said, is this the biggest halibut you've ever caught? And he goes, oh, no. I've caught a 340-pound halibut. I went, no, you didn't. He goes, oh, yeah. Show me the picture. It looked photoshopped.
You understand? There are moms out there, dude. There are moms. Look at that. Look at that fish. What?
That's the picture he showed me was like that.
What?
Yep. I said, what'd you catch him with?
That's hilarious.
He's like, the same stuff you guys are using.
That's a big boy right there.
Those are two big boys.
Yep. That's a huge fish.
They have to be pretty old, huh?
I would imagine. Yeah.
Who would have guessed during the heydays of T-Fat K, when T-Fat K was at his pomp, when T-Fat K was at his pomp, killing it with the guests, killing it with the views, would get to a point where these guys will just be meandering and just wasting time talking about fish. Because nothing else to talk about. They're literally just wasting time before they get to current events. You know? They're literally wasting time before they get to current events. They're literally wasting time before they get to current events. This is what they're doing. There's no point of this conversation. Instead of actually talking about things of substance or trying to make each other laugh, because guess what? It's meant to be a comedy podcast. They're literally biding their time until they get to current events. God, what a fall off. What a fall off.
That fish is singing. It's kind of sad.
Damn. The thing is, you have to throw back some fish, like the rockfish. I want to know how many of those fish actually will live.
Oh, I'll answer that. 0.
Yeah.
Because they would take the hook out of their mouth
Yeah.
and then throw it, and they'd be upside down. I'm like, well, he's like, nah, as we get going, he'll swim, he'll turn around, swim to the bottom. I was like, I don't think so.
Right.
Hey, B, let's take a little break, dude.
Okay, let's skip
Get
the
your-
fucking adverts. Bear with me a second. Let's skip the adverts. Let's skip the ads.
Well, steak. My steak was as good as it gets, and your elk was as
Well,
good.
Brian,
And by the way, my potatoes, everything was good.
Everything was great. And Brian, I didn't like the chicken wings, but Brian asked the lady who worked there for like 3 years, what's the best thing? She goes, best thing on the menu is the elk chops. And I said, and it has coffee in it, say less. I'm getting those. I'm not a big elk guy. Matter of fact, I'll be fully transparent. Never had elk.
Yeah.
First time I ever had elk, it was
And
fucking
this is why
fantastic.
people. This is why, as a guy who
I'll
likes
shoot
meat,
an elk right in the fucking
that's
nose.
right. As a guy, and
I
that's
want
400
your
pounds of meat, Bubba.
I want your meat.
That's 400 to
Elkie.
500 pounds of meat.
Dude, I will strangle a fucking elk.
That's the problem. You go out and shoot an elk. Now it's going to
doing
cost
it.
you about 17 grand for
Cam
the
Haynes,
tag,
fire up, buddy.
and you're going to shoot it, and you're going to have ridiculous amounts of meat, and it's very hard to go back to any other kind of meat if you've had elk meat.
Dude, and it was cooked medium rare, the way Daddy likes it, with that rub on it and the mashed potatoes.
I love Chin, honestly. I love Chin. I love Chin and how terrible he is at Googling and shit and being a Jamie. This is a nonsense topic, really, but maybe there's some interest in people seeing what a piece of, you know, elk meat with coffee rubbed into it would look like, right? Maybe some people would like to see what coffee infused elk meat would look like. So maybe just type that into Google. Maybe you might see a picture of it similar to what Brendan had to eat at this particular place. Instead, Chin Googles the restaurant menu. Chin Googles the restaurant menu and gets the PDF up of the menu for the restaurant. It's like, brother, come on, man. Come on, brother. Come on, you got to be better at your job than this.
Umami coffee rubbed elk chops.
Top 5 meals that's ever touched these sweet lips.
There you go.
It's expensive, but you said it's
the
really,
Bush
really good.
Pilot's ribeye is some of the that's one of the best steaks I've ever
And
had.
what did you get, Chin?
It's called the Huntsman's Chili.
How much is it? $79. Elk rubbed with signature blend of umami spices and locally roasted coffee, served with a legionberry red wine, demi-glazed mashed potatoes and asparagus. It does sound fucking tasty. It does sound tasty, but Jesus Christ, Chin, just get the picture up of the food. Who wants to see a fucking menu list? We don't care. Get the picture up.
Me and Lex both got it. 'cause
Yeah, but
we
you
just
guys,
felt-
I mean, you're gonna get chili.
you gotta know
Who
what you
gets
order.
chili when
That's
you
what
can
I'm
have that
saying.
stuff?
Then you're judging these
Of all
poor
the things
people.
you chose the Huntsman's chili.
That's all you got, Chin?
You know why he chose that, by the way? You know why he chose that? Because it's the cheapest thing. Chin is so, like, timid and shy and, you know, has that weird fucking deference thing going on where he treats Brendan and Brian like they're these elders when he's basically the same age as Brendan, if not older than him. So I bet you he chose the chili because it's the cheapest thing on the menu. He didn't want to spend too much money. Here's Brendan ordering, like, you know, $100 fucking meals for one, plus drinks and shit. And Chin's ordering the chili because he doesn't want to spend too much money on the company card. Honestly, bro.
Yeah, so just definitely, if you go there, anyone goes there, just don't get the chili.
No, just order the regular fucking food.
Yeah, I mean, chili, you can get chili anywhere.
Yeah, you don't go to Alaska place and get fucking chili.
It doesn't
Look at
look
the
bad,
ingredients.
by the way.
Yeah, let's see the ingredients: brisket, sausage.
You know what?
smoked
You know what
mushrooms.
sells me every time? Our famous hand blended mix. I go say less, and I get it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you
Yeah.
got it. It wasn't good. But the clam chowder they're known for, you're in Alaska, Chin.
Lex got
So you
it.
got to go elk, fish,
Yeah.
steak.
Yeah.
Yes.
We did have fish before, so I was gonna mix.
I was
it
all
up.
fished out.
Yeah, we wanted meat. Now, Daddy can't eat steak and
go to
drink
sleep?
red wine. I can't sleep. I wake up every 2 hours like, it's bad. And I have
Me,
crazy
sleep
dreams.
hard.
Yeah.
Yawning already. Nice.
Yeah.
That elk, top 5 meals, Chin. For you, top 5 worst meals you've ever had. That's the difference between us.
Still memories.
You got to know the menu, dude.
Memories.
It's for the memories, and that's a good memorable experience.
And then you're
Sorry, I'm yawning, guys.
Then you're crazy.
My baby
So
keeps
we
me
both had crazy. So we landed in LA the same time from Alaska. Took forever to get back from Alaska. Whatever, totally worth it.
Yeah.
I landed Then woke up the next morning at 5 a.m., drove to San Diego for a funeral. Roommate of mine that I played football with in college passed away.
What is the same roommate he threw through the window? I wonder if it was the same roommate he threw through the glass window or the glass door. I wonder if it's the same one.
The addict and just couldn't beat it. Yeah, it was
sad.
One of the saddest days I've had in a hot second.
Yeah.
It was so sad. But good to see my buddies. I was like, hey, it shouldn't take somebody dying for us to get together.
Okay, another cliche topic, but at least he's trying to be funny and make something else about the fish. Let's go. Let's see where this goes.
Yeah.
Everyone's busy. Like
And
one
it
of
always
my
does.
besties, Paul's a coach at Northwestern. He's a coach with Washington last year.
Wow.
Who went playing the national championship.
Damn.
So it's great. He's literally one of my closest friends. Then Klopp, of course. Klopp was there. And then Jack Tipton, good buddy. But I was just like, dude, somebody shouldn't have to die to get us all together. But we all have kids same age. It's tough.
I bet you what happened though. I bet you what happened. Most likely, those guys were trying to meet up with Brendan for ages, but he was friends with Rogan at that time. He was LARPing as a stand-up comedian, enjoying the high life in LA, all these bookings, blah 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 blah. Then when that shit dried up, now he wants to be everyone's friend again. Now he's coming back in. Now because he's not part of Rogan's crew anymore, doesn't have a big social group anymore, isn't this hotshot fucking, comedian guy traveling around the country, touring around the world. Now all of a sudden he wants to be friends again with these guys. Bloody hell. Worst type of guy, innit? Worst type of guy.
Tough with
It's
work
tough.
and this.
It's very
But I
tough.
said we should do a trip once a year. You guys should come to California so I don't have to travel. And then we all meet up.
My buddy's going to Sicily, and he's like, just come. You're gonna have an amazing time. We're gonna be, for 1 month. I'm gonna be in. I'm like, I look. Do you understand that I'm married with kids? I can't go
You
to
travel
Sicily.
all the
Yeah,
time.
and I can't
Touring,
just
it's
go to.
You travel? What are you talking about? You lie. You go to you go away all the time even though you got kids. Brian actually travels the world even though he's got like legitimately 2 kids under 5 years old with a new wife. He just decides to just pick up his stuff and go to somewhere in the Mediterranean with his family or something. It's like he's a wild dude, bro.
I want to. I'd love to go to Sicily.
But then, so I drove San Diego. I came back the same night. I left to make the main card in time, which I saw. But you went to the UFC. You flew there, which
I went to the
I
UFC.
would rather you kick me in the asshole than get back on a plane right now.
I went to the UFC. My nephew is a huge fan. It was great to spend time with my nephew.
And you sat behind Rogan? I couldn't see
I
you.
didn't
and
sit
online,
behind Rogan.
people were like, why aren't they showing Brian? I'm like, I don't know. He's right.
Big up MC. 199 super chat. I don't know why it didn't come through. Fiber internet for Ago Fund is fucking hilarious. What is it skipping for you guys? It looks pretty clear on my end. Is it skipping? I'm not getting any drop frames on my end. Drop frames I got 0. Is it buffering too much? It looks like it's working pretty fine on my end. Big up in stream chat that's tuning in as well. If it is buffering or it's skipping, let me know. But it looks pretty good on my end. But if it isn't, let me know.
Behind Rogan.
Nope, I
Somebody's
wasn't.
like, no, he's not.
No, because
So you didn't have Rogan's tickets?
No, I got to the party late when I asked him for tickets. So he got me on the floor right behind the fighters. But there were people that beat me to it, which I knew when I asked him. I know
Who
a lot
beat
of
you
people.
to it?
Tony, a Jelly Roll, Donald Trump's son, his family was there. I think I saw his wife and daughters. So I'm not getting those seats.
Hey,
you understand? I'm not.
Hey.
Hollywood is so brutal, innit? Hollywood is so brutal. Number one, Brendan asking Brian the rhetorical question about why isn't he being showed on a UFC broadcast of a major fight card. We know why he's not being shown on camera. We know why he's not being televised around the fucking world. It's because of the grape allegations. The last thing the UFC needs is to be seen as endorsing or platforming somebody that's been accused of those type of things. It's one thing to have fucking Trump at your fucking fights. Fair enough. Former president makes sense, but I guess all the controversy around him, whatever, it's a bit dicey. But you can excuse that. But you can't be having Brian Callen all cheesing it up on the fucking cameras. That's going to make UFC look fucking insane. No wonder they didn't put him on the camera, even though they probably did see him. But imagine how much it must hurt now that your closest quote-unquote friend in Rogan got you the tickets, but, you know, you're clearly not as important as all these other big stars that arrived there. And some of them stand-up comedians started after you. I'd imagine Brian probably started stand-up, before Tony Hinchcliffe. Was probably part of the Comedy Store before him also. Was the original member of that Rogan crew. But, Hinchcliffe has surpassed Brian in a way that he could only imagine. Oh, the brutality of Hollywood, bro.
I'm a behind the Rogan kind of friend but there's a pecking order now.
This is gonna sting, Daddy.
What?
This is gonna sting a little bit. So I'll tell you exactly what happens because I've seen how this happens.
Yeah, please.
So Rogan, they give him whatever, a lot amount of tickets. They go, cool, who's coming? And they see Jelly Roll, right? Like, okay, front row.
Yeah.
Tony Hinchcliffe, he was on that Netflix thing, front row.
Yeah.
Donald Trump Jr., we love his dad, front row, family, kids, yep, check. Brian Callen.
Nephew. Brian Callen.
And nephew.
By the way.
And they sat you in the back.
My nephew's,
like
my
Rosa
nephew,
Parks.
tell me my nephew, 25 years old.
Honestly, you have to feel a bit embarrassed too. Asking Brett Rogan for tickets, not only for yourself, but for your nephew. Now he's responsible for your family days out. Yuck, man. Only a rich kid could ask somebody something like that without feeling any type of shame. That entitlement of asking someone for free tickets for you and your fucking nephew. Ew.
This is where I love this kid. Athlete, kicking, I told you I was showing you pictures of him kicking the 68-yard field goals.
Mm-hmm.
Then he kicked a 75-yard field goal. Great soccer player. It doesn't matter. So this kid is great because he's such a dude. Rogan invites me to dinner after the UFC, but it's late. And we had eaten a little bit at this place, Italy. And so I looked at him. I go, look, it's late, but I'll go for you if you want to meet Rogan. And I'm sure,
Be a good experience for him.
Tony's there. He loves Kill Tony and all. And my nephew, to his credit, he goes, dude, I don't want to walk in and make you do that. And then you're there with your +1 nephew. Nobody wants to see your nephew. Nobody wants to hang out with your nephew. It's going to be me just there with another place. Rogan's going to pick up the check. I'm not doing that to him. And I went, you're a fucking smart. That's a dude right there. He understands. He was like, nah, you're doing it for me.
That's also why you guys.
Well, he sounds like a regular, decent, well-adjusted kid, but he's also proof that kid probably wouldn't have asked Rogan for free tickets. That kid was probably waiting for his uncle or his nephew, whatever, right, to buy tickets for him to go and enjoy the UFC together. He wasn't probably expecting Brian to ask Rogan for free tickets. He probably said, hey, can I come to the UFC with you? And was half expecting his 60-year-old fucking relative to maybe buy the tickets for the both of them, on a day out for a bit of bonding and a bit of family time. But instead, Brian, instead of buying the tickets himself, went and requested free ones from fucking Rogan. And then tried to get him to hang around in a green room with people he doesn't know and try and schmooze and shit. No, fuck that. I just want to watch the fights.
They're sitting in the 19th row.
Well, wasn't the 19th? Be respectful.
Those aren't good seats, Bubba.
I was right behind the fighters.
That sucks.
Got a chance to see Cowboy, talk to him for a little bit.
Yeah.
I'll tell you who is a very, very attractive in person. Well, first of all, Holly Holmes is all American bodied up. You know this because you trained with her.
Yep.
Her back, she's got the whole situation is unbelievable. Yeah, she is just incredible looking. And Joanna Jędrzejczyk, I'm saying this with respect because she's one of my favorite fighters.
Sure.
I'll put her body up. She's got a tailpiece on her.
Interesting take. Okay.
She's very attractive in person. Very attractive in person. I'm such a fan of hers.
Is that the one you're referencing?
I'm just such a fan of hers to begin with.
Don't get me wrong. She's not a gorilla, but Joanna Jędrzejczyk having a bum. Doesn't she have the body frame of I don't know. Whatever. I'm not even gonna try to go that way. Whatever. Cool.
But
what you said,
and she's retired now, but she looks phenomenal. That's what I'm. But
is that the surprise, or is there something better?
The surprise was also Grasso was there. She's adorable.
She's a cutie.
She's fucking cutie.
She's might be number one right now.
I think female fighters are hot for the most part.
Yeah. You also
Misha Tate was there.
Yeah.
Misha Tate was there. I think she's married or something. She's
married. Pretty girl though.
Oh, she's
cupcake.
She's Misha Tate.
Yeah, cupcake.
She's
cupcake.
Misha Tate.
Yeah.
So if you don't like Misha Tate,
then
I don't know what you're talking about. If you're not attracted to Misha Tate just on principle, then you're definitely a gay man.
Very attractive.
Okay.
Yep.
So as a gay man,
I'm hoping for some take here that isn't so general, right?
Right.
Because you've named off everyone who goes, yeah.
well,
yeah,
Kayla
yeah.
Harrison in a dress. Kayla Harrison.
He's so obnoxious. The hate he has for Brian going to a UFC event is so palpable. It's so palpable, isn't it? He's hating so hard. Oh, okay, I hope you don't say nothing general. Maybe something. It's like, bro, relax, man. You fought in the UFC. You had your time. You enjoyed yourself. Now you and Dana aren't friends anymore, but it is what it is. It's not that big of a deal. Let someone else enjoy. Let him enjoy his time there, man. He's hating so much.
Would launch me. She could pretty much. When you see a woman who you know would do whatever she wanted to you.
You found that attracting.
No,
Yeah, you did.
that
You wanna
I
kick
didn't
your
find
balls.
her. That's not my type. I'm a little too light in the ass for Kayla Harris.
Yeah.
I'm simply too light in the ass. So, but she was even bigger. I don't know how she gets down to 35.
She's a badass.
I don't know how she. Yeah, she's a badass. She's a badass. She's just a very gifted,
Super
athlete.
badass. Yeah.
Now I
Super
have some
talented.
things to say about the fights.
Hold on. Was the main card as boring as it was on TV?
It was very conservative. It was a very conservative night.
It's a sleepy night, huh?
Little sleepy night.
The Ian Machado Gary, I warned you guys this could be boring. Yeah. I told you and Rogan Ian would win. I said it's either very boring or he wins by knockout. And then once I saw the striking difference, I went, this thing ain't ending by knockout. If
No,
he
he
wins.
couldn't. He didn't. I don't think he threw a punch. I mean,
He threw a punch. He was throwing punches,
did he touch?
maybe once,
Venom
and then Michael Van Page wasn't throwing a ton
No.
either. So
No,
but I think he realized like he came back to the corner after the first or second round and went, "Phew." It's like, yeah, man, that's Michael Van Page.
My take on Ian Machado Gary is he fought a very smart fight.
Thank you.
I mean, I don't care what other
You're coming
people say. Ian Machado Gary fought,
got to win.
did exactly what he's supposed to do.
Correct.
When you're dealing with Michael Venom Page, you wrestle him. He did a good job with this. He's been wrestling.
It's the only way
Damian Maia was in his corner. Okay.
Yeah, but it's only the way you're going to beat Michael Van Page. It's the only way. Look at his two losses.
This is correct.
You're not going
Now,
to. Nobody on earth is going to outstrike Michael Van Page.
Right.
It doesn't.
And
it
Michael
can't
Venom
happen.
Page also was like, oh, he couldn't finish him. Michael Venom Page has been fighting on such a high level in MMA. Michael Venom Page
He's only
is a
been
veteran.
finished once.
He knows what he's doing when you have his back. He trains that all the time.
I disagree with that.
Well, but he stopped him from the I mean, he was always.
He got out of the ring naked, but
Yeah.
at the end of the third, when he had his back, Ian Machado was so high. Any season, guys
When they try and pretend to be UFC,
gonna toss him over.
So what do you
So
think-
the criticism
okay.
on Ian Machado Gary, when they're like, "That was so boring. You just didn't do anything else."
When I try to pretend to be UFC analyst, I can't. I simply can't. Let's
In grappling, the most dominant position is mount. The second is back.
Yeah.
Okay, so he controlled the back for how long?
Yeah.
There's not even an
Let's skip to this
argument that you'd give that round to Michael Van
He's-
Page.
Ian Machado Gary could
He did what
very
he had to
easily
do.
be the champ.
That part. I'm bored of this fight talk. Honestly, the fight talk is so boring.
Confidence.
What do you do? Because either put it.
I'll tell you two. I'll tell you, sir, Dana Weakness. What you do, you don't.
Okay, let's skip again. Sorry about this, guys. I want to skip. I hate the fight talk. It's boring. They don't have any interesting take.
Okay, first event, there was the BET Awards 2024. And then, they have segments of the people that died.
Yeah.
And they honored O.J. Simpson. I'll just play it for you so you guys can judge on your own.
Just like the Grammys does or Oscars.
Black excellence tonight. We must also honor the black excellence.
That is kind of wild, though. That is kind of wild. I get why they. Remembered him. Technically, he wasn't found guilty, but Jesus Christ, celebrating black excellence, and then showing a picture of O.J. Simpson is fucking wild. Oh God!
Excellence that we unfortunately lost this year. It's never easy to say goodbye to those who influence us, but we can take a moment to celebrate and acknowledge their contributions to the
That'd be like us doing this, but having Jeffrey Epstein.
actors.
Jeffrey Epstein. He can't say nothing right, can he? Is it Epstein or Epstein? I'm sure it's Epstein.
Acknowledge their contributions to the
That'd be like us doing this, but having Jeffrey Epstein.
actors,
Jeffrey Epstein. I love this guy so much. I swear you don't understand how much I love Brendan. Jeffrey Epstein. What? Same, yeah? Jeffrey Epstein. Oh my God, man. What a brilliant dude. Honestly, I love him. I love him. Jeffrey Epstein. Oh my God. Okay. Let's continue. Oh, mate. Jeffrey Epstein. Let's do it one more time. I'm sorry. Can we play that one more time, please? I beg of thee. Jeffrey Epstein. He's so redacted. It's unbelievable how redacted he is. Please bear with me 1 second as I get this to load one more time. I need to hear this one more time for the sake of the lols. Please, I beg of you.
Acknowledge their contributions to the
That'd be like us doing this, but having Jeffrey Epstein.
actors, athletes to activists.
Who is that? Is that Raven?
No, that's racist. They're all clapping. Some people clapped.
Yeah,
It
but
wasn't
some
as
people, like,
awkward as
they're
I
kind of
thought.
gasping, like, oh.
Everyone's like, whoa.
Well, you know, I mean, I can.
Honestly, BET are wild, isn't it? They be giving R&B awards out to fucking Sam Smith. They be honoring O.J. Simpson. Black excellence. Oh my God. In a way, he actually was. In a way, in his own way, he was black excellence. But R.I.P. to the fucking victims, man. Because that is so horrible. The guy passed away, didn't even have the grace or the sense of guilt or something to like leave a message or something claiming, you know, basically clearing up and maybe taking responsibility for what, like something. Nah, man, he's just still lying and acting like he didn't do it. Bro, we know you did it, man. We know you did it, man. At least you apologize. At least.
Understand that he did have a contribution before all the shit. Like O.J. Simpson was.
Oh, look at Brian. Brian's invested in this topic, isn't he? Because he got cancelled for Grape, and he feels like people don't acknowledge or recognize his greatness prior to because of the Grape allegations. He's now maybe in a way making this whole thing about himself. Oh, he had a career before the he was like, look at him, look at Brian using this shit as opportunity to talk about his own situation. Hello.
Like a crossover person in the culture.
He just never associated with the black culture.
No, he didn't.
Until
It's
he was
very
found
surprising.
guilty. Until he came out, and then he was like, "Oh shit," because he realized
But
black people were defending him. Then he's like, "Oh, now I'm going to be black."
Yeah, he was an American figure of the 20th century. He was a significant figure. Say what you will, it was like a televised thing. All of it was, you know, it was infamous, but it was.
I don't know if he makes the awards though.
No,
you know?
but you also have to keep in mind that, you know, whether you think he was guilty or not, in a court of law, he was found innocent, right?
Yeah.
And then he went to jail for something completely different. So, you know, I don't know. I mean, it's very surprising.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's a very controversial thing.
Yeah. I mean, we're talking about BET awards now, at least, when we would never back in the day, you know.
Yeah. The man is no longer here.
Yeah, I guess he meets the criteria. The Hawk Tuah girl speaks out.
Yeah, so there's a lot of rumors going around about, you know, how she had to like take off all of her social media. Like she shut it down after this happened. She just kind of tells it. No, she took it down before because she was working on herself before all this stuff happened. You know, some people do that, right?
Yeah.
They deactivate their socials. Just stuff like that.
Does she sound cool or what?
She sounds really cool.
But you were gone.
I've been gone from it.
So
Like,
are
I
you
just
going to
didn't
come
have
back?
purpose.
I think we're working on that right now.
Socials.
Because you have a full management team. You have a manager now.
Oh,
you have
yeah.
a shooter. She comes in with like this big ass camera. Like she's the real deal. Already, this happened like a.
God bless America, man. You guys embrace 5 minutes. You know what you call it. You guys embrace people who have their little 5-minute celebrity more than anywhere else in the world. Like you could actually create a whole lane for yourself and set yourself up for the future if you capitalize on your 5 minutes of fame. There's nowhere else you can capitalize on it and actually make some hard-earned money to actually change your life and maybe your family's life. This girl had one viral interview and she's got a team now represented by like big Hollywood agencies and shit. It's like bizarre, man. Wasn't she at a Zach Bryan show recently, right? She went on stage at a Zach Bryan show. Like, don't know what the fuck is going on, but bless her, man. Bless her. Congrats.
A week ago. What were you doing for your job?
Well, I have to sit up and get ready for about 30 minutes, and then I'll just go on and go get me something to eat for breakfast, and then I'll go into work. But I worked in a spring factory. I'm not a school teacher.
That was my next
That's
question.
a great.
You said that you were a teacher and got fired from your job.
No, I'm not even old enough to be a teacher.
I was gonna say because you're 21. I'm like, this is illegal. Who
Exactly.
are you teaching?
Exactly.
So you weren't
No.
a teacher
Or a bartender.
So
Either one.
And also, I've heard rumors that your dad is a preacher.
My father is so far from a preacher. It's crazy.
So
He's a
everything
little
has just been
offended.
made up.
Oh, yeah. Like, none
Okay.
of it's true at all.
No, I love her accent. I love that accent.
Yeah,
That's
Southern
that's.
accent.
Where's she from? Louisiana?
That I don't know.
Nashville?
Brian's not sure if he wants to be her granddaddy or her daddy. You know, he's not too sure. He's not too sure where he falls down, what line he's on. But he's a looking, and he's a liking. He wants a bit of that hock tour on that old wrinkly apricot. Hey, he wants a little bit of that hock tour on that old wrinkly aubergine. He's a liking and he's a look. He's a liking. He's a liking. He's a looking. To be fair, she does kind of look like his new wife, innit? She just kind of look like his new wife. Maybe that's why he's got a little thing for girls who lived on a plantation, you know, whose daddies were slave owners, you know, just for business. You know, they treat their slaves really well. You know, they love them. They fall for the abolition of slaves. You know, he likes all that shit. He identifies with those girls. Oh, yeah.
Wow.
But she was also on at Zach Bryan's concerts and sang with him.
Yeah, he brought her on stage.
Did he?
Yeah, she's all over.
Oh, that's great.
She's crushing. It's cool to see.
And with
Yeah.
Shaquille O'Neal at a place that Shaquille DJs at.
That's great.
Fucking hell. If there's one thing Shaquille O'Neal likes, it's random internet girls, isn't it? He seems to have a thing for them, innit? He's always in their DMs. He's always hollering like Bobby Antoff, that girl that did the Target one, that black girl that was in Target. I remember there was a post about, remember that black girl in Target? And she was in the mirror. She looked like a mirror selfie, and everyone was like saying that she looked hot. Shaquille was in her DMs. He was in the DMs of Bobby Altoff. Like, he seems to have a thing for like when little, no matter what race they are, when girls go fucking viral on the internet, Shaquille O'Neal is there, like a fucking he's there in the flash. Fucking hell, Shaquille, man. You're old enough to literally be her granddaddy, and you'd probably break her in half, man. Like, leave her alone. Fucking hell.
How do you capitalize on this? Like, remember the dog face guy that did the cranberries thing on the
Oh,
skateboard?
yeah. He was popular for a long time too, right?
I know.
But I don't hear about him at all now.
Uh-uh.
Yeah.
These things happen.
Big up AJ Ranger. AZ whenever discussing US race relations. Anthony Cumia for British. Big up NJ Ranger. Oh, big up NJ Ranger.
Yeah, I don't know what you do with her. Good for her. It has to be fun though.
Mm-hmm. She's like 21. Her
great
whole
time.
life's ahead of her.
Yeah.
Yep.
Still has her job at the spring factory, I'm sure. She probably made more in a week than she does in 5 years working there.
What?
Whoa.
Okay, so
Is
this
that
is a
real?
sinkhole that happened. Yeah, this is actually real. So soccer field,
A fucking sinkhole.
and it's right in the exact center of the soccer field, which is crazy. No one's playing there.
Holy
But
shit, dude.
it's 100 feet wide.
What?
It looks like the scene in what's it called?
You
in,
see it
Batman.
go
Isn't it?
down right here.
Whoa.
Dude.
It gets crazier too.
Oh my God.
Jesus. So it was just like ready to go?
Apparently, there's a mine underneath it, and the mine collapsed.
That's really fucking scary.
If someone was actually on the field, that'd be
The
crazy.
earth swallows you whole.
Well, you'd be fine, right?
Probably.
Yeah. It's that's pretty deep.
Dude, I think you people get seriously hurt.
I don't think it'd be
without a doubt.
good.
Yeah, it's probably not good.
And then you're saying, is it real or fake? So this one was going
thought it
crazy
was
on the
fake.
internet. What's up?
I thought it was fake.
Well, you are right. It was created by AI, but a lot of people thought it was real. It was
That
like
looks
a
so fake.
My friend
Arthur
sent me a
Plura.
video of Bruce Lee playing ping pong with his nunchucks against two pros, and I was like, "This is AI, dude."
Wasn't there a movie where they did that somewhere? Not
Yeah.
Bruce Lee though. Someone else. Like just
So that's AI.
He's such a boomer, isn't it? Where do you see these videos? Bruce Lee playing ping pong with nunchucks. Where do you see these videos? This is some boomer Facebook AI shit, isn't it? Honestly, what? We playing ping pong with these nunchucks? Like, how? How? Honestly, only this is. You can tell he's old, isn't it? He's definitely got an old man feed. Like, what is that? He's probably sharing it with his friends. Of course, that's not real. Like, what? He was playing tennis, hitting up some big serves to Djokovic using his fucking nunchucks. Like, what? Oh my god, man.
I figured as much.
I feel like AI is pretty easy to tell.
Oh.
Yeah, this was.
so they died. Wait, it says they were over 2.6 meters, which is 8.5 feet long. But
Holy
they died like
Nikes.
346.
There were large.
293 million
There were
years ago.
shitty things out there back then that were like you.
Come on, bro. We're skipping forward. Let's go.
You didn't want to be alive then. If you were a human, you were gonna get fucked.
Jesus. Like even with the AI stuff, like when Rogan was like, "Look at this. Look at what they're doing with movies.
Come on, you.
He's running with new movies." Yeah, I'm saying fast. Right now, kind of.
Yeah.
A year from now, I bet it's different.
But you see, you saw that Japanese light and stuff with the AI. Like,
Rogan showed us.
One Rogan. Yeah, all right. Whatever Rogan showed you is the best in it. Let me put this 360. It's fucking chippy. I don't know why it's so choppy. Let me put it down to 360. I don't know idea. I ain't got that many tabs open either. Let's put it to 360.
Looks pretty fake.
Nice bit of dead air. Watching time.
this one here.
That one looks pretty real.
That's not.
It's all AI.
Wow. Fuck. That background and everything.
Everything.
That's pretty damn good.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's the best I've ever
there you
seen. Wow.
Oh, so this is pretty cool. Yoel Romero is apparently in talks with BKFC.
Oh boy.
And he could fight as early as within the
at
next
that
2
dude.
months.
Who in the French fry is going to fight him in bare knuckle?
Look at him.
Who the hell's fighting the guy in bare knuckle?
God.
I assume at
It says
heavyweight.
who's gonna want to fight him.
He did get up to what, light heavyweight in his actual MMA fights, I think.
Yeah, but now he's older, probably not cutting weight. Like he's gonna be a
And he's just more
freaking
jacked, yeah.
problem.
God, he's just
He's
such,
be damn near 50.
such a freak. Remember when Izzy Adesanya was kicking his legs and he's like, "How are your legs?" He goes, "Pfft," gets up and just starts dancing. He's like an X-Man.
Oh yeah. 47. Dude, he's my age.
Fucking 7 years old. Okay.
5'10".
Still fighting. Still fighting.
Mm-hmm.
Is he that short?
Yeah. Wow. Very short.
All right, this is where it just gets not as great. But there's this 17-year-old. Oh, sorry, yeah, 17-year-old Chinese girl who's 7'3" and she's the world's
Is it really that choppy?
tallest girl.
Dude, I saw this on Twitter. Some guy had this headline goes,
Okay, I'm getting encoding errors now, but it wasn't that choppy before. Okay. Is it really that choppy? Is it really that bad? Apologies for those of you who are tuning in and it's choppy. I'll probably have to reset my thing. When I come back later, I'll do a little reset, a little hard reboot, and make sure everything's working correctly. But if it's too choppy now, I do apologize. Biddy 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 boom. But let's continue anyway. Power through now.
Lee L-E-E.
Oh, that
shit. Holy shit.
Do you know when that happened during like 9/11? They did the holy shit and all the other like Asian names. But yeah, she's killing it.
She better be killing it.
How are you supposed to play it?
She's so big and so slow. For sure, fucking dunk it, lady.
I wonder if she can, even though she's that tall.
I'll answer that.
That's so tough to be a giant.
Oh, her life is not fun.
No, and you're also going to live till you're about 50.
If she's lucky. I mean, it's fun right now on the basketball court, but when she gets off, that's not a fun world. Yeah, although, you know, some guys are into that.
Tough to be that big.
By some guys, I mean like 2 out of 6 billion.
I don't know, yeah.
7'3".
That's incredible.
I don't know.
It's tough, man.
Oh, is she going to go the WNBA?
Oh, my God.
What damn, he's 7'1".
Wait, go back.
But it's like, it's fake.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, that's why.
I wonder if she'll go to the WNBA.
Yeah, big up F. I don't think it's my end. I think it might be a YouTube thing as well. Maybe just today because I'm checking my thing and I don't have any drop frames. 0 drop frames. My CPU usage is super low. Everything's pretty smooth on my end. So I think it might be just a encoding thing on YouTube at the moment. So maybe when I come back on the other side, it might be a bit improved. Maybe. But bear with me.
I don't know. She's 7'5".
Because like in the NBA, like a guy just being 7'3" ain't gonna cut it. Like they'll run circles around you. Like it doesn't help.
So it says it's a personal goal to dunk for her. So she probably can't dunk yet.
No,
working on it.
No, she can't.
Wow.
All right.
7'3", dude.
This is a little older, but did you guys see the Gordon Ramsay accident? His side from a bicycle?
He was at the UFC.
Oh, how was he walking?
He looked fine.
Let me see.
Okay.
Aaron Rodgers was there too, looking good.
Hi guys, it's Gordon. I'd like to share a very important.
Why is his hand shaking?
I think that's just a habit.
I love cycling and triathlons and Ironman, etc. This week, unfortunately, I had a really bad accident, and it really shook me. And honestly, I'm lucky to be here. Now, from those incredible trauma surgeons, doctors, nurses in the hospital that looked after me this week, they were amazing. But honestly, you've got to wear a helmet. I don't care how short the journey is. I don't care, the fact that these helmets cost money, but they're crucial. Even with the kids, a short journey, they've got to wear a helmet. Now, I'm lucky to be standing here. I'm in pain. It's been a brutal week, and I'm sort of getting...
Oh my God.
I cannot tell you the importance of wearing a helmet. This weekend is massive. It's Father's Day for new...
So that was...
So he's holding on to his hand. That looks like Parkinson's, and I hope it's not. But why is he shaking like that?
I kind of feel like I saw him do some...
That habit? Nah.
No, I saw him do some like... Okay, I'm telling you right now though. I do see him do like...
He's holding on
That's
to his
it.
hand.
Yeah, but when you're just talking, you're going like this, Chin. That ain't a habit.
Yeah, can I see the comments? Let me just see if they're talking about this. Now your left hand is shaking a lot. Keep going. Hope it's just twitching while you speak in this video and nothing.
Was he shaking at the UFC, Brian?
I didn't see that.
Oh.
Brian wasn't close enough.
Chin is so... I love Chin. I fucking love Chin. I fucking love him. I love him so bloody much.
Let's be real. He's the
Dude, I was pretty close.
Okay, cool. If it's still choppy now, then I might as well just end it then, and I'll come back on the other end when it's not as choppy. Maybe I'll come back on the other end and then get this encoding thing sorted. But it was working pretty fine earlier on today. Not too sure why it's going all choppy now. Maybe I should release some of the KPPS on my end. But it was pretty fine earlier. There wasn't any troubles before. Let me see. Maybe I'll take away the limit. Maybe I'll take away the keyframe intervals. Baseline, apply, and see what I want here. But it should be fine. It should be flipping fine. It should be fine. There should be no issue from why it's skipping. It was perfectly fine earlier.
I wonder what his hand.
That's the most alarming thing, not the bruise.
I wonder if
'Cause
there's.
it's awful.
Oh, you did.
No, I think so.
Oh,
He's I'll tell you, big guy. 6'4", played pro soccer. Big guy.
Okay, big guy. Anyway, we'll leave it there for now. Let me come back on the other end so I don't, torture you guys. With the choppiness, if it is as choppy as you guys are saying it is, even though it's not on my end, I'll take you guys' word for it. Oops, I'm looking at the replay. Yeah, I'm actually jittering. I'm absolutely doing stop frame motion things on mine. I'm just checking my phone now, looking down, and it is looking a little bit glitchy. I'm doing some moves, so maybe you're right. Maybe you guys weren't lying. So yeah, I'll come back on the other end. For now, merci beaucoup for tuning in. I'll check you guys out in a few hours. Thank you for hanging out. Make sure you smash the likey button down below before you leave. Smash the like button down below before you leave. That'll be greatly appreciated. And we'll see each other again on the other side sometime very, very soon. But for now, hang tight, be safe, all that malarkey. See you guys again very, very, very soon. Let's get all this stuff loaded and shit. And yeah, peace.